Today, we get the inside story from the massive Demidov Young Guns 101 sale, preview this week's Rangers Centennial hobby release, of course, answer your mailbag questions, and a whole lot more. Welcome back to episode 377 of the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast, presented by our good friends at Upper Deck.
It's your friendly neighborhood hockey-loving goofballs. Welcome to the Gong Show.
Hello, happy family. What's up, brothers? How are we today?
Hi, awesome.
Louis. Yeah.
Excellent. How's everybody doing over there in Minnesota?
We have these snow apocalypse here in Minnesota. We got, 18 inches, something like that, in one day?
Yeah, give or take.
We got
Heavy
lots
snow.
over here. Lots of snow in Ontario as well. Left Montreal today. No snow. Beautiful sunny skies. Driving right in Ontario. Big snowstorm. It's awesome.
Well, Louis, you were telling me earlier today that you were plowing in the middle of the night and it got so bad that you couldn't even see, right? You had to almost stop.
Squall.
Yeah, it was really bad. Between like 4 and 5 in the morning, it was maybe the hood of the truck.
Wow. That's all you can see. Okay, well.
Am I on the road? Am I not? Well, I guess I'll know when I'm not. So far, so good.
And you said what? You were telling me like yesterday that twice in your career you've ended up in the ditch in the plow truck?
Twice in my career, and it was the last 2 years when we haven't had hardly any snow.
Oh, okay. Well, you're getting worse. That says something.
That's good. Do you guys do you use I know you're working for the state, but do you use tractors for driveway? Do you use blowers, cyclones for the driveways?
We don't do driveways.
Yeah, he does.
No, I understand
film.
that. But so does a private company do you guys have private contractors that shovel driveways? Do they use tractors with PTO?
Depends on who it is. Some do. Yeah, I got a buddy that has a business that he's got a tractor with the blower on the back, with the PTO.
Yeah. When I say I plowed, that's all I did. I did residential. 1 year I did commercial parking lots, but that's boring.
What I've always noticed more pickup trucks with it that just put the
really
truck with the plow on it.
Scrape it out. Yeah, no, you got to get a tractor with the blower on the back. It's way more fun.
Yeah, that'll be the next couple days. Well, we're supposed to get more snow on Tuesday, so who knows what'll happen here. It's go out with the tractors and blow sight corners. Roads coming onto the main drag. Blow the.
Do you have governors? Do you have governors on your state vehicles? Like you can't go past 90 miles an hour, or that's fast, right? Past 50.
Yeah. No.
No, okay. On our tractors, we had governors on them, and you can't go past 39 kilometers, and it never ever fails. Every single year, sometimes more than once a year, you have the tough dad of the street just standing there with his arms crossed, shaking his finger, and then he's going like this: slow down, slow. So the speed limit on residential streets in Ontario, where I live, is 40 kilometers. Okay. The tractor does not go over. It is impossible. But it's such a big machine. They think you're flooring it, but you're not. You're going slower than a car.
It's just loud. That's why it seems like it's going so fast, because it's so loud.
Yeah, I should probably turn off my PTO if I'm driving around and it's just flying away. I love it. Yeah.
Well, if we talk about colonoscopies and lawn care this summer, then we'll hit the old man trifecta to start the show.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm good for 5 years.
Okay, here we go. A lot to get into today. A couple announcements, not many, but you had a really good show on Friday night with Alex and yourself and Dave. You want to fill anyone in who missed it?
It was great. Alex, he's a bit of a savant, but he has a great personality where some savants don't. So he a plethora
Can we
of
take
knowledge.
him to the casino and win money, or that kind of savant, or no?
Well, I don't think he's like Rain Man. I think he's like the other side of that. Yeah. The other. He doesn't go home to watch Wapner. If you know, you know. Alex was great. Awesome. He helped me out with a lot of my confusion on how to proceed with some cards that I do care about, but kind of not really. But I'm aware they might be worth more in the future. Isn't that the game we always play? But check back Friday Nights with Phil. Hit the replay button if you want to see me kind of sad and confused. And Alex and Dave gave me a good direction. Basically, it's all in the hands of McDavid. So McDavid and I are teammates right now. He has another passenger for the other shoulder, and we're going to try and win him a cup. And if he does, there goes my McDavid collection. Yeah.
Better make the playoffs first, but
Yeah. Poor Carter in our group chat. Every day it gets worse and worse for him.
Hey, they're just ahead of San Jose.
Yeah, well, San Jose lost yesterday to my Sens.
There you go. Yeah, I'm enjoying the hobby metamorphosis from Phil, the ugly caterpillar, turning into the beautiful butterfly. It's happening. It's real time. It's there's some tears. There's some smiles.
What are you talking about? I'm I'm a honey badger.
Okay. Lastly, before we get started, just a reminder that our show, this show, the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast, we are a Patreon podcast. We do rely on the support of the good listener and the good watcher like yourself to help us cover show expenses, produce what we hope to be more and better hockey card content, and then fund initiatives in a small way to grow the hobby. You can support us for as little as a cup of coffee, $5 a month. Be one of the first 999 supporters of our show. You get the Future Watch Gonger title. You get access to our Discord. A lot of fun things. Meet friends. That's kind of the main point of it, I think. We're doing another scavenger hunt. We usually do something for the playoffs, fantasy hockey. We have an exclusive show with our very good friend, Neil, that it's called Behind the Bench. I'm hoping it's still a show. Neil's pretty big. He's the Irish Flyers collector. He's big into St. Patrick's Day. Has anyone heard from him today? Is he alive?
I talked to him.
Oh,
I talked to him.
Good.
Well, he was tipsy in our group chat yesterday, having a great old time. And what the good listener doesn't know is a couple of days ago, Neil asked for some advice to critique some of his videos. And I told him I'd give him a call the next day. Well, I forgot. But the great thing about today was that yesterday he was drinking. So I was up bright and early this morning, 5 a.m. club. So I gave him a call right around 7. And he didn't answer. So I called back. He didn't answer. And I thought that was enough. But he did call me back. He did call me back. And yeah, he did. And I told him how to make his show better. And if he listens, he'll be more famous than Elvis. So we'll see what happens.
Did you get your chocolate pretzels, Louis?
Oh, yeah.
They're gone already. Yeah, he sent Americans because it's too hard to send to Canada. We got batches of the chocolate pretzels, and it lasts less than a day in my house.
Well, looks like someone's getting another 7 a.m. phone call tomorrow.
If you want to see Neil's show and support us and hang out with us, it's very easy to do. Just go to our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com. Click on the Become a Patron link at the top of the page, or go to Patreon directly, patrun.com, and search for us. We're the Gong Show. There's also a link in our Instagram, TikTok profiles, and on the podcast apps as well. Baba Louie, we have one new patron since our last show.
Yeah.
Sean.
Yeah, you can shout him out. Go for it.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I forgot. No. I don't want to step on your touchdown.
Oh, it's all right.
Call.
Something different.
I like Sean with the W. Looks strong. Not that Sean Sean isn't good. I'm just.
What about
Sean
you?
with the W.
What about Shaun? Lots of ways to spell Sean.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
I like this way the best.
And then if you put an I on it, there's some Shawnees. The girl
Shawnee.
version.
Oh,
It's not like a shorty, like a 90s rap song. What's up, shorty?
What's up, Shawty?
I don't know.
Okay, well, Triple Gold. So very big supporter. Very grateful to Sean. And
That's the
he's
best
already
one,
in
right?
Discord, so it's nice to see you there.
Triple Gold's the best one?
Yeah.
What is that, like $20 a month?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Oh, okay. The 5's good. The 5, listen, I'm not cutting it. The 5 really helps us.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sean. Four times help. Thank you.
Helps pays the bills. So thank
Yeah.
you, Sean, very much. Okay, now, Louis, I would never take the game plan from you.
Oh, darn it.
Not
Okay.
that selfish.
All right. Well, we'll get going then with that. So, starting with Get to Know Your Hall of Famers. Then it's the Weekly 7. After that, we get into some hobby news. And then we have some inside details, like Josh said, on the Demidov 101 Young Gun sale. Then we'll jump into the New York Rangers Centennial review. The Gongshow Mailbag follows that. And then a one single Uno personal pickup.
Yeah, from the real collector of the group. Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right. Money bags.
My Instagram says otherwise.
Fair enough. We'll start today's show with the Get to Know Your Hall of Famers series, where we are profiling every Hockey Hall of Fame player We did start with the first Hall of Fame class in 1945 and have since been working our way to the present day. And we've worked our way up to the class of 1970, almost getting close to when,
Nice.
where we were around. I was 77. Louis, were you
81.
76 or 77? No, I'm older than all you guys. So
What? I was 78, barely.
okay. Well, today's Hall of Famer is Tom Johnson.
Oh, nice. Doug
know Tom?
Harvey. Doug Harvey light.
Doug Harvey Light. Okay.
Yeah, kind of.
I'd never heard of Tom. Had you, Louis?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, let's learn about him. Thomas Christian Tomcat Johnson lived from 1928 until passing away at the age of 79 in 2007. Born in Baldur, Manitoba, passed away in Falmouth, Massachusetts. Tomcat was a left shot defenseman, played at 6 foot, 180 pounds. In a professional career that lasted from 1947 until 1965, he played in both the AHL and NHL. In the AHL, Tom suited up for the Buffalo Bisons. Great franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And in the NHL, he played for the Montreal Canadiens and the Boston Bruins. Tom won only 6 Stanley Cups as a player, and then one more as a coach and another as an executive. So his name's on the cup 8 total times. He was a one-time NHL first All-Star team selection, a one-time NHL second All-Star team selection, played, though, in 8 All-Star games, won the Norris Trophy in 1959, and in 979 career NHL games, he produced 51 goals, 213 assists for 264 points, and added 960 penalty minutes.
He won the Norris. I never.
Yeah.
See, I always associate the Norris with, best defenseman in the league, but he can also score a boatload of goals.
Yeah.
And I don't think Tom Johnson scored a lot of goals, man. Well, he didn't. They're 51, Nick.
Do you guys think that eventually the NHL should have 2 defensive awards,
Yes,
like a defensive defenseman and then an offensive defenseman award?
But the position, it's a paradox. So the position itself does not call for points accumulated per se.
Now it does, though, because now it's like
the points. Yeah, I know. I don't have strong opinions on the matter. I get both arguments. To have 2 trophies or 2 awards or one.
Okay. After his playing career, Tom spent time coaching the Boston Bruins and as their assistant GM. Louis, why you should care about Tom Johnson? Tom Johnson's path to the NHL really started in junior with the Winnipeg Monarchs in 1946-47 when a big game in which he scored the tying and winning goals helped put him on Montreal's radar and led the Canadiens to secure his rights. Montreal did not rush him straight to the NHL. He spent 1947-48 with the Montreal Royals and then the next 2 seasons mostly with the Buffalo Bisons, building himself into a pro defender before the Canadiens trusted him with a full-time role. He got only 1 game of NHL taste in 1947-48 and another brief appearance in 1949-50. So when his real chance finally came, he had already paid his dues in the minors. Johnson truly arrived in 1950-51, playing all 70 regular season games for Montreal. That season, he showed 2 things that would define him for years. He was durable, and the Canadiens already trusted him in a hard defensive role. By 1951-52, he had earned his first NHL All-Star Game selection on a team loaded with stars. That was an early sign that Johnson was becoming one of the league's most respected defensemen in his own right. In 52-53, he broke through as a playoff contributor when Montreal won the Stanley Cup, putting up 5 points in 12 postseason games and helping the Canadiens beat Boston for his first championship ring. That first cup turned out to be the beginning of an era, but Johnson later looked back at the years right after it as missed opportunity before the dynasty. Montreal lost Game 7 of the final in overtime to Detroit in 1954, and then lost another Game 7 in 1955, which is why Johnson later said the Canadiens were only a few goals away from winning 8 straight cups instead of 5. Oof, that would have been crazy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine. Well, I mean, whatever. How many's too much, right?
Yeah. Right. When Montreal finally started its historic 5-year run in 1955-56, Johnson was one of the steady veterans anchoring it from the blue line. That season also brought him a place on the NHL second All-Star team. The Canadiens repeated in 1956-57, and Johnson was right in the middle of it again, part of a roster that stacked Hall of Famers all over the ice, but still needed him to handle the difficult defensive work every night. By 57-58, Montreal had won 3 straight cups, and Johnson was still a fixture on the back end of one of the greatest teams the NHL had ever seen. That cup team eventually included 9 future Hall of Fame players, and Johnson was one of them. His career season came in 1958-59 when he scored 10 goals and had 39 points in 70 games. He was named to the NHL first All-Star team and won the Norris Trophy, beating out a field that it included legendary teammate Doug Harvey. So he beat Harvey for the Norris. That 1958-59 season ended the way so many of Johnson's best seasons did, with another Stanley Cup. Montreal beat Toronto for its 4th straight title, making that Canadiens core the first team in NHL history to win 4 consecutive cups. Johnson followed his Norris season with another strong year in 1959-60, posting 29 points in 64 games and finishing 5th in Norris voting. Montreal then won its 5th straight Stanley Cup, the crowning achievement of the dynasty Johnson had helped build from the back end. Even after Maurice Rocket Richard retired and the dynasty years began to fade, Johnson stayed important. In the early 1960s, he became a key veteran presence and often formed an effective partnership with young defenseman Jacques Lapierre.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He was still good enough to be selected to the NHL All-Star Game in 1963, his 8th appearance in the event. That nod mattered because it came late in his Montreal run after years of hard mileage and heavy defensive assignments. Then came the injury that changed everything. During the 1962-63 season, teammate Lou Fontenotto's stick accidentally struck Johnson in the eye, and the damage to his eye muscles was serious enough that his career was suddenly in doubt.
Oh.
Yeah, you hate that.
Well, Brian Berard, I was there. Ocular things are horrible.
Because Montreal could not be sure his vision would fully recover, the Canadiens made the difficult decision to leave him unprotected in the 1963 waiver draft, and the Boston Bruins took a chance and claimed him. Johnson rewarded Boston immediately in 1963-64, playing all 70 games and putting up 25 points. For a Bruins team trying to climb back toward relevance, the veteran defenseman gave them reliability, experience, and credibility. His last season came in 1964-65 and ended in brutal fashion when Chico Mackey's skate slashed Johnson's left leg. Oh. Contemporary reports said the cut severed nerve, muscle, and tendon, and the injury effectively ended his playing career.
I'll do it.
Ugh.
Yeah, keep going.
Keep going. By
Can
the
you
time
talk
he was
about
done,
it more?
Yeah.
No, I'm squeamish, man. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like that either. By the time he was done, Johnson had played 979 NHL games, won 6 Stanley Cups as a player, captured the 1959 Norris Trophy, and earned 8 All-Star Game selections. He retired as one of the quiet backbone pieces of the Canadiens dynasty, a defenseman who rarely got top billing, but was there almost for every major moment of that era. Sounds
Right.
well-deserved.
Very well deserved. I know he's a Montreal alumni legend, but every time I think of Mr. Johnson, I think Boston Bruins 70s coaching. Can't. It's just that haze in the arena, the Boston colors. I'm aware he was a pivotal role for the defense of Montreal Canadiens, but that's not where my mind. Same with Joe Thornton. I always think Boston Bruin. I never think San Jose Shark. Always a Boston Bruin.
I think more Shark with Thornton, but
I think most people do.
Yeah. Louis is a Panthers guy. He goes right to the Panthers.
Yeah.
For Jumbo Joe. Let's take a quick look at Tom Johnson's hobby market. His rookie card is in the 1951 Parker set. It's card number 7. The PSA 8 pictured is the highest selling or publicly selling copy, sold for $6,243 USD in April 2024. Then beyond that, again, we're finally getting to players who played in eras where tons of hockey cards. So there's a bunch of Tom Johnson playing days cards to choose from. I picked out 3 additional ones that I kind of liked. The first one is 1955 Parkhurst card number 49. PSA 8, which is crazy grade in this set. Highest selling copy, having sold for $450 US in November of 2012. Long time ago. Then another card I liked is 1961 Parkhurst, card number 42. This is a PSA 10.
I know. It's awesome.
Which is wild to think about. Highest public seller, it fetched $808 in July 2018. 65-year-old PSA 10. I love the kind of the repeating background.
Holotypes without the 3D background. Yeah.
Great call. And then the next one, I don't think I'd ever seen a 1963 Topps hockey card before.
That's different.
I completely missed this set, so I had to choose it. It's the first card of him in a Bruins uniform. Yeah. It's 1963 Topps card number 4. The PSA 9 we're looking at on YouTube is the highest public seller. It sold for $361 US this past December. And that, boys, is your Hockey Hall of Famer, Tom Johnson.
Wow.
Tommy
boy.
Good job, Josh.
Okay, let's roll into the Weekly 7. If you're new, hi, welcome.
Thank you.
It's Weekly 7. We take a look at key stories from the NHL over the past week. You guys ready for it?
Ready, Freddie.
Always.
Let's skate on over to the NHL.
Did Radko Judas strike again?
Judas?
Radko Judas or Gudis?
Well, who did he betray? That's what you call someone Judas when you betray someone.
Hockey gods and hockey fans all over the world. Maybe. I don't know. We'll debate it.
That was a bit, and I didn't even know it.
You haven't slept in days.
I know.
Well, what a month for Radko Gudas. First, he knocked out Canadian national hero Sidney Crosby at the Olympic Games. Then now, after let's call it a questionable or worse hit on AM34 on Thursday night, that was knee to knee. Captain America Austin Matthews will miss the rest of the season after suffering a torn medial collateral ligament. After the hit, Gudas was given a major penalty, ejected from the game, later suspended by the NHL for 5 games. Maybe controversially, I don't know. A Golden Gopher and Leafs teammate and line mate Matthew Nyes was not having any of the 5-game suspension. Here's what he said. I think the league could have done a little bit more, seeing as our best player and our captain is not going to be with us for the rest of the year. It's a big loss.
Where were all these tough words? I don't know if Nyes was on the same line, but didn't see anybody go to his rescue. Just laying there like a broken Bambi, trying to get up. Okay, I'm not that. Listen, I'm not making. It's horrible what happened, but talk is cheap, man.
Craig Berube, who's likely finishing out his run as the Leafs coach, had this to say about the 5-game suspension. Looking at it, we lose our guy, our captain, for the year. Doesn't seem like enough for me. You lose star player for the year. The guy doing it is a repeat offender. It just doesn't seem like enough. So what do you guys think? Was 5 games enough for Radko Gudas? Are we ready to label him a dirty player? Is it just coincidence?
Wow, he's already got the label. Where was Max Domi? I thought super tough guy Max Domi was going to just beat the crap out of Oh, I'd love to see that. I would love to see Max Domi step up to Gudas.
Did anybody?
He's going to rabbit punch him to death. And anyway.
Did anybody do anything? I didn't even see it. I heard it.
It was in the second period, I believe. They went at him pretty. They went after their young. Who did Seneca there? I don't know. I don't remember.
Poor Beckett Seneca. It's like
hindsight is 2020, and they I'm sure Berube had some choice words in the period. Berube must have been like, I can't believe none of you didn't do anything. It's crazy. Gudas has the label already. I think it's been like 10 years. I mean, he did kind of tomahawk Perreault there on Buffalo or Boston back in the day, and then Zibanejad on when he was playing for the Sens. I was watching that game. Gudas just smoked him right in the head. I don't know. Like, is Tom Wilson a dirty player? Some people say yes, some people say no. I'm going to stay out of that conversation and say these kinds of players play so close to the line. I think as they get older, the line gets more clear and in focus for them. But I think Gudas has just had a couple of no-nos there this year. Knees on knees are bad, man, because you can look the other way and know exactly what you're doing. So I've heard a lot of commentators say, no, Gudas, it wasn't intentional, but you're supposed to be in charge of your own body and the whole. Nobody will ever know if that was intentional or not. My opinion, only Gudas knows. And if I had to guess, he's competitive. You're not intending to injure, but you're definitely intending to bend people to your will. And it's a power move, you know?
If you look at the NHL as a business, which it is, it's a business. It's bad for business to have a guy taking out Sidney Crosby and Austin Matthews for the year. That's not good.
Yeah, when you look at it that way, eh? Yeah, I kind of forgot Crosby's still out. I'm like, wait, you took him out. Yeah.
Naughty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
have to go
think
look
they
at
should
it.
have suspended him more. What about you, Louis?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well.
but the Olympics has nothing to do with the NHL, right? So you're not in a court of law. That's not
But he
applicable.
does have the repeat offender kind of
It's been
thing.
10 years, man.
Okay.
It's a long time. That's a decade.
Yeah.
Okay, so Phil and I were talking a little bit about before the show. We were just BSing about a card that he recently picked up and how the whole world is a smitten kitten over Brini and Matthew Schaefer, and how when
Okay.
that happens, that kind of focus goes away from, there's not an infinite amount of money, right? So all the focus is over here, then players over there, their cards get cheaper. Well, Matthews was very injured last year, had poor production for his standard. He did win the gold this year, but kind of a down year again, and now he's out for the remainder of this season. Who knows the start of next season? MCLs aren't as bad as ACLs, I don't think. But could we, if you're still a big fan, a Leafs fan, or a believer that Matthews is going to have healthier days and return to scoring 50, 60 goals, might be a pretty good summer to buy.
Well, he's done for the year. It's card. I mean, I don't see them going up, and I don't think the Cole Caulfield effect applies to everybody.
I think that was a one-time thing.
Yeah. He hasn't played in 30 games, and his cards have doubled.
So,
Oh, wow. Guess I didn't know
I
that.
bet you get into like June, July, that there will be some pretty good Austin Matthews prices. Maybe
Get
smart.
'em
Maybe
while they're
somebody be
hot.
smart, pick them all up, and be laughing at us a year from now or something like that. A little check-in on Matthews. He's a 2016-17 Young Guns, PSA 10 pop 4,210, 65% gem rate. Last sold for just under 700 US on March 14th. Down 25% already in the past month. You won the captain to the gold and lose 25% of your value. That's great. Down 1% overall in the past 3 months. 52-week high is 1,000 US. 52-week low 545.
Wow. I can't believe that 65% gem rate.
That was, you go back to McDavid through 2019, the gem rates were pretty high. And I don't know, like what they were using, like new printers or something like that, or focusing more on quality. But
Quality, huh?
okay, number 2 in the weekly 7. I know you guys aren't big NBA guys, but there's a tie-in coming here. So if you follow basketball at all, tanking has become a major, major issue in the NBA this year, to the point where I think the league is going to start to go nuclear on teams with penalties and fines. Part of the reason is this summer's upcoming NBA draft has like 4 very, very, very high-end prospects, kind of like Celebrini-ish type potential players. And so any team that's outside the playoffs right now, they're basically going into full tank mode. Like they're going around the locker room saying, "Hey, Phil, do you need surgery?"
I need hair follicles. Yeah, I could.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
we're gonna send you and Anthony to Turkey, and we're gonna.
I'm not going to Turkey. I'm Greek.
We're gonna start a GoFundMe.
I
Louis,
don't-
we should do a
I-
GoFundMe to send Phil to Turkey to get here.
I will not. I mean, I'm speaking.
Do it
like
for
my
the
grandfather.
show. Do it for the show. For
Do you
the
not know
brand.
history? No, you're American. You're
the brand.
completely. Do you know why I probably would not want to go to Turkey if I'm Greek? Do you have any idea, either of you?
No, this is America.
Oh,
Hey,
my
your
God.
petty little global problems don't.
Eddie,
Yeah.
the business. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So it's become like you have all these teams that are essentially legally trying to lose. It's been really, really bad. And of course, that hurts the competitive balance and spirit of the sport. And when you have fans that buy tickets to games, and just like with hockey, right? Like, for instance, can you imagine, let's say the Sharks were not hunting for a playoff spot. And the idea was, well, geez, if we could get Gab McKenna, pair him with Macklin Celebrini. Oh, let's give, Macklin like fingernail surgery and have him be out for the year. And you had bought a ticket to, because you were excited to see Celebrini, maybe paid a lot for it, and now he's not playing. That's kind of BS, in my opinion, and I don't like it. Okay, so I saw something in The Athletic the other day that this might be bleeding into the NHL. We have some teams that are traditionally in the hunt for a cup, like Florida, the Panthers, who are likely not going to make the playoffs. I mean, it'd be a miracle at this point. I don't know. Are they mathematically eliminated? I don't think
They're
so.
not, but we don't want them to make it.
Yeah. And they may be going into tank mode. There's talk about shutting down Brad Marchand. There's talk about the injuries or nicks that Seth Jones have and Sam Reinhart. Other teams that we could see some tanking activities from are like Toronto, Winnipeg, Louis, your New Jersey has been being brought up as far as in Nashville.
You can't tank when you suck.
Yeah. I don't want this.
You can open the wound, right? You can do that. You can. Yeah. The only thing, I don't know if this is what you're getting at, but league scrutiny is the only thing. Like, they'll have to just open up a branch of the NHL to just police this, and maybe not micromanage, but micromanage. Like, you're gonna have to justify things a lot harder. I don't know. Don't people have like maybe integrity? I mean, I don't know.
No.
I don't think a player on the ice is going to try less hard so his organization is going to get.
No, they don't do that, but they just don't play.
Yeah,
it's
chess moves, not checkers moves, right?
Yeah.
The game is checkers. The chess is everything off the ice.
So hopefully that doesn't become too big of a thing in the NHL. Okay, on to topic number 3.
Hold on, just to add though, tanking's always been a thing. I mean, no, it's kind of like when the police say, "No, we don't have quotas for speeders." Yeah, sure you don't. Yeah. We know you do. Like it's so when teams are like, "We're not tanking," sure you're not. Sure you're not. Of course you are.
Well, like one of the things the NBA is considering is that like you can't get a top 4 pick in consecutive years. So even if you win the lottery and you picked in the top 4 last year, you might go to pick number 5. Like really drastic stuff to prevent teams from doing this. Because
if they did that though, then you should be able to forfeit that year if you want for them. I don't know. That gets messy. Then I have no opinion. Just wait. Just be better, and you won't have to tank.
Well, complete bias here, but hockey's got to be the hardest one to tank unless, like you said, you're sitting people out. Because I don't see many or any hockey players going out there to play that game and just lay an egg,
It doesn't happen in any sport, Louis. Basketball, you put a basketball player on the court and they're trying to win too. They just play all the good players are all of a sudden injured and out, and then they play it would be like a team having like Vasilevsky and saying, we want to get our backup some experience, so we're going to start him for the next 20 games.
The pen is mightier than the sword, right? Bureaucracy will not bureaucracy, but your admin, your receptionist will make you tank.
Sure.
Okay, on to topic number 3 now. Another thing from The Athletic that I thought was interesting, they came out with an interesting set of Tendy rankings, a tandem ranking. So not just the best goalie, but who are the best tandems in the league, and sort of a power ranking format. So basically who's doing the best currently. Phil, your favorite team is Ottawa. Is that right? You still like Ottawa?
Yeah. Where are we last? We're probably last.
Yeah. You want to take a guess where your tandem of Linus the Meanest Allmark and Levi Back Pockets Marilainen, where they finished in the power rankings?
Dead last. I'd bet on it.
Oh, this is bad.
Yeah, 32 out of 32. Which is last. Dead work.
I'm not. I know I'm animated and goofy and silly, and everyone's like, "Oh, blah, blah, blah." I've been serious all year. I have the worst goalie in the NHL. That's okay. We care.
Technically, you're wrong. You have the worst goalies in the NHL, plural. Okay. So, are you also familiar with the analytics term GSAX, Phil?
No, I'm not.
Goals saved above expected.
No. Oh, that when you say it like that, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know the acronym. Yeah.
So, as a tandem, Linus the Meanest and Levi Back Pockets, your pair is a combined negative 36.3 on the year for goals saved above expected.
Oh,
yeah, it's bad.
Where do you think they'll put the statues for these guys outside the arena? Have they picked a spot yet?
I can't get rid of Allmark fast enough, and it's like it. Yeah.
Well, here's
he's extremely loved here, though. It's one of the biggest conundrums in my entire life. It's not a performative result. It's a popularity contest. I don't know. It's bizarre.
Well, I thought he was going to be such a help for your team.
Everybody
did
did
too.
No, and this, it gets 10 times worse, because when I'm watching like Brent Wallace coming in hot, or when I'm involved in my Ottawa Senators things, every single person blames our general manager, Steve Stales. They're like, he doesn't know what he's doing. Oh, Mark's terrible. So the people cannot do like 3 critical thoughts. They just can't. When he was the best goalie available, and everybody was happy, including me. It took me about 3 or 4 games for me not to like him and realize that it wasn't a good idea. Our general manager did everything he did correctly. It was either him or Markstrom, and we picked Allmark. I wanted Markstrom, but I was happy when we got Allmark. I'll take either. Doesn't matter. I was very happy, very, very happy. All these problems came after. Once I realized this guy wants all the attention, he reminds me of somebody else. It's a diva. Half an hour specials to talk about his feelings. It's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah. What surprised me about the analytics for your Senators is that normally when there's a poopy goalie situation, people will point to and say, "Oh, the defensemen are hanging them out to dry." Analytics wise, you guys have one of the best defensive teams in the NHL, and you have literally the worst goalies.
I'm extremely frustrated this year. Yeah, and it's difficult. Like it. Just save the savables, and we'd be like second in our conference, third. Yeah. Save the savables. Just yesterday when we played San Jose, we beat them. He made a most phenomenal save. Then Michael Misa, the little wrist shot, boom, right in. Oh, I guess I missed it. It's bizarre, man. It's bonkers.
So speaking of Allmark, in high danger chances, he has a league worst .773 save percentage.
This blows me away. Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
He's not a good goalie. He's just not. And I want nothing more to be wrong. I hope he goes on a heater all year. And even let's say we make it to the Stanley Cup Finals with him, I would trade his ass so fast right after. Total luck. He's not. It's not the guy. It's not the guy.
Okay, we'll give you a reprieve on your disastrous Senators goalie situation. The second worst team. Anyone want to take a guess?
Same as always.
Yeah. Kind of Captain Obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, Edmonton Oilers.
That wasn't obvious to me there for a second. I'm still fuming.
Yeah. The Oilers have started 4 different goalies this season, and none have a save percentage north of 0.9 or a positive goal saved above expected. Since he was traded to Edmonton, Tristan Jarry has posted a .90 save percentage or better in only 4 of his 14 starts. As a comparison, he did it 8 times in 14 starts with the Penguins prior to the trade. Now, here's a case where you can legitimately say that the Oilers' defense doesn't help much, which is a little bit of a problem. But it's, again, same story. Connor McDavid doesn't need a cup, and the Oilers don't need a goalie. That seems pretty constant with Edmonton. The best goalie tandem, anyone want to take a guess who currently are the 2 best goalies in the NHL?
I can't. It wouldn't be fair.
I have no idea.
I don't think you're going to get it. I'm glad to see it, though. It's Ilya Sorokin and David Rittich. Sorokin has had a huge rebound this season and has an amazing 28.1 goals saved above expected. Mm-hmm. And his .879 save percentage in high danger chances is the best in the NHL. The Wild's tandem of Gus Bus and Jesper Wallstedt are number 2. And then actually the Avalanche.
You're welcome.
With Scott Wedgwood and Mackenzie Blackwood are the number 3 goalie tandem in the NHL.
Thank you, defense.
The Wood Brothers.
Well, no, here's my t-shirt idea for the playoff run to pump up their tendies. It's Got Wood, ?
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Get it? Wedgwood, Blackwood,
Well.
All right, topic 4. Prospect rankings are coming out again. This is kind of an athletic themed one, but I thought they just had a lot of great stuff. So Scott Wheeler, who's kind of the big prospect and draft guy for the Athletic, is doing over the next month or so a prospect and pipeline ranking for all 32 NHL teams. And to be considered a prospect under Wheeler's rankings, a player must be under 23 years old. And this is a little subjective, but not fully established with their NHL club. So it can't be part of the starting lineup every night. Okay. Goalies must be under 25, and again, not fully established. And they're doing one team a day through April 8th, counting down from the 32, the worst team, to number 1. So it's kind of a bottom-up type thing. And I want to quickly review the bottom 4 teams today. And a number of these kind of make sense when you think about it. So the worst prospect pool in the NHL, according to The Athletic, is the Panthers. Followed by the Stars and Oilers. And again, I think this makes sense because when teams are in win now mode, that's when you typically trade away draft picks and young prospects for established veterans to get that cup. And in the case of the Panthers, well, it's worked. They're defending back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. But not going to help this year, though. They've had a really bad season, maybe why they're going into tank mode. And unfortunately, they won't be able to count on much prospect-wise. Their best prospect is kind of, so not make me, give me a lot of hope, is a guy named Jack Devine, who's a 22-year-old right wing. He is the leading scorer for their AHL affiliate, Charlotte. But The Athletic listed his upside as potentially being an everyday bottom 6 contributor. If that's your best prospect in your pipeline.
Well, he's 22, man. I mean, that says right there.
But still, though, I mean, you would love to have at least a top 6 forward potential in your pipeline. The Stars and Oilers are contenders again. So again, they're empty in the tank. Makes sense there. One note on the Oilers, though, they do actually have a goalie in their pipeline. The Athletic lists him as a second-tier prospect. Samuel Johnson, I think he is Swedish. Plays currently in Sweden's second division. I don't know if Edmonton needs a goalie or not. Who knows? But Wheeler projects him, though, as a future number 3 goalie.
Oh. How are your Wild? Are the Wild any good? I mean, my Sens don't have many prospects left.
I don't know. That's what I was going to ask you. So to round out the first 4, the team, the 29th ranked prospect pool. All right, Phil, get excited. The Toronto Maple Leafs. And basically beyond Easton Cowan, there's not much else. No one projected above a bottom 6 contributor for the Leafs. So, yeah, there you go. I don't know.
I thought they got a center. I thought the Leafs got a good 2-way center, Hopkins or something.
Not sure. Here's my question, because they've only announced the bottom 4 teams. Mm-hmm. Do you guys think that either our team, the Wild, or your team, the Senators, are going to be in the top 10?
No.
No.
No. We have Carter Yakimchuk, and even that, we don't know if that's going to be a thing. And that's about it. That's all she wrote. Yeah, our previous general manager cleaned out all our cupboards, so it's going to take a few years.
I bet you were around 15. That would be my guess for the Wild, Louis. Does that sound right to you? Or do you think we're worse?
I don't know. Do we have any prospects left? Jeez.
Well, we got the kid at Michigan State that people are kind of at. Charlie Strammel?
Yeah, but I put a mid-pack, I guess.
Don't we have another goalie, too?
Yeah.
Okay. That's why we can trade Jesper Austin.
Yeah,
well, you can't even. I mean, it's too late now. I can't believe you guys didn't. Can't believe you didn't bolster up there at the deadline. A little peculiar.
Should have.
You guys need a center, eh?
Well, why?
We got Foligno.
Ryan Hartman, he's a number 1 center, right? We're good.
You guys are doing okay. I mean, I don't know. I was
not
watching
lately.
the Wild.
The last 10 have been, the Wild have hit a little bit of a rough patch.
Last I checked, Leafs were winning 2-0 too while we were recording.
Add another one to that.
There we go.
3?
Let's move on to the next topic. Have not brought this up at all this year, but I'm starting to wonder if Father Time is catching up with our boy Ovi. Anyone else thought that this year?
Is
maybe?
It Father Time or Subway and Fire Doritos?
Chicken Parm and Coca-Cola, Pepsi catching up with Ovi?
I don't know. They traded John Carlson now, so I think it's over, right? I mean, he was the stable piece in that.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter how Ovechkin or Crosby or any all-time legendary player, their career ends. After 5 years, nobody cares. Wayne Gretzky was not Wayne Gretzky his final couple years too, right? I mean, Father Time does win eventually, but I was starting to wonder because Ovi has 24 goals in 66 games, or I think a couple more now, maybe.
That's still amazing. I mean, it's still fantastic for him.
Yeah. His career goal low for goals was in 2020-21 when he had 24 goals in just 45 games played, though. That was the COVID shortened season. I think he missed a couple games because of injury. Other than that, his second lowest total was 31 goals in 79 games played in 23-24. So his pace for this season is actually not that bad. It's like 28, 29 goals now, something like that. And for a 40-year-old, again, pretty good. But I wanted to look at the analytics to see if there's any data that points one way or the other here. And the biggest difference in his goal scoring this year is shooting percentage, which is at 13.2%, down from 18.6 last year. The encouraging part would be that his chance generation is still real. NHL Edge has him at 182 shots on goal, which is in the 97th percentile still. And 24 goals in the 93rd percentile this season. So he's still getting pucks on net at an elite league-wide level. Another model has him at 25.4 expected goals, basically saying he'll finish the year, his finish of the year will be about normal, not massively lucky or unlucky. And, it's not bad puck luck or anything. He's just maybe generating fewer premium outcomes than vintage Ovi did while still remaining a dangerous shooter. At even strength, the picture is mixed. His offensive zone time is below league medium, which suggests he's spending less time tilting the ice than top prime age stars. His 5-on-5 expected goal share is 50.7%, which is actually better than his 45.4 in 24-25 and 45.9 in 23-24. So, but the strongest, I guess, Father Time analytics signal is his consistency in burst. Reuters reported that while on March 11th in a loss to Philadelphia, he did have 5 shots, but it was in a stretch with, goals in one of his last 12 games. And here's a quote from Ovi that, at least he's like self-actualized. He says, "I'm 40. It's getting hard to keep up with the young guys. Trying to figure out how this body feels that lines up with, what numbers suggest that the one-timer and shooting threat are still there, but the pace, recovery, and night-to-night domination are not what they once were." So,
I'll still take an Ovi. I'll still take an Ovi player on our team right now.
It's a young man's game. That's what that's telling us.
Yeah. Do you guys think this will be his last year?
Yes.
I can't guess.
I don't know.
Well, it comes down to if he's a guy that would want like the Marc-Andre Fleury farewell tour, or do you think Ovi's more the type that doesn't want the pomp and circumstance?
No, he wants the attention, as he should. Yeah,
well, it shouldn't be his last year because he'll want the whole. If he announces, here's what I think is more likely. I think in the next month he'll say next year is his last season, and then he'll get the Corvette in every arena and the golden stick and.
Oh my God, Alex, you're the best. Okay, I know.
It's over when he has a Subway commercial.
Yeah. As an Ovi fan, I would love to see him hang on long enough to get to 976 goals. Do you guys know why that's important?
The all-time goal leaders plus 100.
Well, that would get him past. So Gordie Howe in the WHA and NHL had 975. So then you can't have that. People will say, well, if you count it Gordie Howe's WHA.
I think I've concluded for myself the hockey. Sure, it's a professional hockey league, but it's not. Like, I mean, it was okay, yeah, but a lot of those players couldn't play in the NHL as soon as they stopped playing in the WHA.
I don't think he gets there, though.
Pardon?
I don't think he gets there. I think he gets to 950, but I don't know if 976 is doable.
I feel like if you're at 950, why not do 976? And then if you're at 976, well, I need 1,000 goals.
Then if you're at 1,001, you're technically closer to 2,000 than
there you go.
0. So you might as well
just 1001. That's all we need from you, Alex. Then you can lace him up.
He's got 2 more years in him. There we go.
I think he's done. I think he's toast.
That'd be great. Ovi is a 2005-06 Young Guns PSA 10 pop, 1367, 31% gem rate. Last sold for $3,185 US on March 5th. Down 12% in the past month, down 10% in the past 3 months. God, these spreads are crazy over a year. 52-week high, 5,443 US. 52-week low, 2,806 US dollars, which is crazy. This next one I had to bring up just for you, Phil, because I have a prediction. How are you going to feel? Okay. Were you excited to hear the news about that Timmy Tantrums is headed back to the homeland next season?
The Chicago and Sens game in Germany? I want to go with Cole. I want to go to that.
Oh,
yeah,
you should.
See, I thought you were going to be all poopy pants about this. That, they're going to get tired and somebody's going to get hurt and get to fly over time zones.
Well, it's not a 2-week hockey tournament. It's part of the NHL regular season. Yeah, no, I think it'd be great for boost camaraderie. Timmy will be very proud. He'll come back a better player. I think this is incredible, especially, and all the cliche things. It's good for growing the game. Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to go to Germany and watch some hockey, man, with my kid.
Well, it was announced that Phil's team, the Senators and the Blackhawks, will play in Dusseldorf, two tilts, December 18th and 20th, 2026. Part of the NHL's continued effort to expose the league overseas through their global series games. Plus, though, it seems like they're making a major investment into hockey in Germany. So, in addition to announcing the games at a press conference in Dusseldorf on Friday, the NHL and NHLPA also unveiled details of their joint long-term international growth strategy to deepen the NHL's presence in that country. Key parts of the plan include strategic investment in growing the current and future game through grassroots, content, and other fan engagement initiatives. Like maybe send the Gongshow.
Wow. Hey.
Across Germany, forging new... Phil speaks German. You do it all the time. Show everyone how you speak German.
Heinz gets Velvet. I am trainer of Dolphin.
There you go. They want to forge new long-term business partnerships, making a commitment to bringing more NHL regular season games to that country. So for his part, Timmy Stützle had this to say about the upcoming games. I think German hockey has been growing a lot, and there are a lot of great players from there, said Stützle, who was born in Viersen, about a half-hour drive west from Dusseldorf. And now that the NHL have been committing to playing games there and supporting kids as well, it's huge. Hopefully it gets more people to play hockey in Germany. It's really exciting news. And for his part, Betsy seems on board with the whole thing too. Bedard said, I think when we found out, the whole team was pretty fired up. It's a great opportunity for us just spreading the game to other parts of the world and showing our skill set and what we do over here. We're very excited.
I'd be excited as a player to do stuff like that.
100%.
Once a year.
It'd be fun.
It'd be sweet.
The 2026 Global Series is actually the 16th year now that the NHL is committed to international games outside North America. It's the second time in Germany. I'm a big fan. I hope the NHL does more of it. The more we expand the game internationally, the better. We'd love to see some games in Asia at some point, too.
Asia?
Yeah. Why not?
Cyprus. I'm from Cyprus. That'd be good.
Okay.
Cypress Hill?
No, Cyprus, the island.
Oh.
No.
You're insane in the membrane. Pick it, pack it, fire it up, come along. Okay. Last note in the Weekly 7. Well, we're winding down on the 1-year college tour for Gavin McKenna. As conference tournaments begin in college hockey and the NCAA tournament awaits, the 5 or 6 month Gavin McKenna college experience is about to end. In 33 games played with the Penn State Nittany Lions this season, McKenna has 14 goals and 50 points and is -1 plus-minus. Now, his 50 points is second in the nation in Division I to Flames prospect Ethan Wittenbach, who plays for Quinnipiac. McKenna's 14 goals is 58th ranked in the country. If you're wondering who's the leading goal scorer in college hockey in America, it's Dartmouth's Hayden Stavrov, who has 28 goals in 31 games. But back to McKenna. So he started the season as a consensus #1 overall pick in the summer's NHL draft. Now there are some doubters, though, by not just fans, but scouts and teams as well. You had the assault charge from the bar incident. Of course, opinions are divided as to whether he was provoked or should have shown more restraint. Regardless, though, how you feel about that, incidents like these don't ever help your draft stock. It's not going to make it go up. But there's also been some differing opinions on his play. Some scouts have really praised him this season. So four NHL scouts credited him from strong play at both the World Junior and after returning, with one director going as far to say as he's been excellent since the tournament, and another one saying he's evolved or relieved some concerns after a questionable start to the season due to his physical engagement, toughness level, and puck pressure. Another scouting director argued that those who doubted whether strong point production would come were always going to end up on the wrong side of the McKenna debate. He said questioning McKenna's production is a bet you're always going to lose. Sounds like a fanboy.
You questioned my boy Gavin. You on the wrong side of history, brother.
Here's, though, like now on sort of the dissenting opinion side where there's question marks and scouts. This one really concerns me, and I saw it firsthand during the World Juniors when Dave and I went to see him or Team Canada play. Here's what one scout says. I still do have concerns with his play and his desire away from the puck.
That's what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was like...
You said he couldn't give an SHIT if he didn't have the puck. He was like, man, I'm going to the bench.
Right.
I don't think you ever have heard or will ever hear that about Bedard or Celebrity.
They have the want factor. They're the definition. Well, I don't know what I was going to say, but they have the skill and the ferocity to want to win, and they do it both very different. If you're not a ferocious person and you have all the skill in the world, well, the KHL is definitely calling your name.
I'm glad you did this because I hadn't looked into a bunch of his stats, and I did watch one Michigan Penn State game on the Big Ten a while ago and watched him play. And even then I didn't feel like the desire was there. Not trying to be funny, but it is kind of funny. He's kind of like that Ticket to Ride, Leon Draisaitl, Ticket to Ride guy.
Oh yeah.
He's just not like, and after you said watching him play here, he wasn't as explosive and aggressive.
You just don't see compete level. Like that's the thing that you don't, because there was, when we were watching Canada, like if you compared him to anyone else, like Jet Luchenko was out there like a wild man, or you think of another, like how Seth Jarvis plays, right?
Mm-hmm. Just
all out all the time. And now sometimes players are so good that they're almost too smooth, and so there's that part of it, but
not this one.
Yeah, I just worry about it. And another scout said this. I think his play's been fine. I wouldn't say he's grown his game or been lights out at Penn State. It seems to be a very loose league and environment. How special is he? I think he's really good, but I don't know if he's Patrick Kane franchise level.
I mean, and we're still new to this whole thing with these kids getting paid like McKenna now too, and I'm curious to see down the road how this plays into things.
Here's the other thing I thought of about this, and I hope listen. I root for every hockey card to go up and for every player to be great. I don't have that's not part of how I'm wired. But just looking practically at these big prospects, the last, well, since Matty Beniers, right? I mean, we're like 4 years since our last kind of bust, and eventually it's gonna. I don't know. Would you guys consider Beniers a bust at this point?
Hobby wise?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he's even NHL. Yeah.
Sure.
But
hobby wise, yes. Hockey player, I have no idea. I don't watch enough of him to know. I've seen him play maybe a couple times. He's very skilled. The NHL is an amazing league. There are so many intangibles that I think we can't know about these players until they get to the show.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Gavin McKenna. I mean, let's say he is throwing it in. He's kind of lazy. Let's say he meets a girl at a party in the summer, and she is the best thing to ever happen to him. You know, behind a good man, there's a stronger woman, all those cliche things. I truly believe that. Or let's say
like
his
sister?
whole life. Well, let's say she's part of the 5 a.m. club, and she's like, well, like Gavin, imagine if you got up and
Oh,
went for a run
like
with
throws
me.
out the Doritos and gets them on
Yeah,
like
yeah,
acai bowls and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to be serious with you guys. If you want me to be silly, I'll be silly.
No,
I'm
no,
trying to
no,
be-
no.
No, I
I'm
agree
saying
with
throw
you.
out the Doritos and eat healthy and all that stuff.
Eat healthy, yeah, and I don't know, become the man you can be, right? I think that's my biggest regret in life is not reaching my potential, not financially. I'm just a personal growth.
Yeah.
And that if you're lazy and immature and you just haven't evolved yet, and maybe you don't want to, but the right woman would make him. And I just picked a woman. It could be he could, I don't know, go on vacation and get the wisdom of an old man or something. Well, whatever, something could change in him where, but we don't know that. We don't know, right?
If the Senators had the number 1 pick in the draft, would you be worried about taking him?
Yeah.
What about you,
Yeah,
Louis, if your team?
I'm very protective of cancerous attitudes. If you haven't been able to tell,
Yeah.
I will take a team of mediocre guys that are united together, all shapes and colors that are united and gelling and chemistry. I'll take that every day of the week because you can teach those guys things over a bunch of prima donnas any day.
I wouldn't be losing my mind if we had a chance to get him. Saying,
Yeah, I'd probably
I don't
talk
care.
myself into it, but but deep down, I'd be worried that.
Yeah, same. That's a better answer. I would. Yeah, you got to take the best player in the draft. I'm a firm believer. You take the best player at the spot where we don't need a defenseman. Take the defenseman if he's the best player in the draft. Take him. But attitude is huge. I just don't know how to gauge that. Right? You look at prior history. I mean, I like that he knocked that kid out. I like it. I don't. You can harness that. You can turn that into something. You can channel into that.
Well, we
I
weren't
wanna
there
hit people every
either.
day.
We might feel differently if we had observed the whole situation. But I get your point. The other thing too that we probably don't talk about enough, but with a guy like I think you could put Celebrini on any team. Some kids, because McKenna is a kid, need like the situation that they get drafted into can make a huge difference in how their career goes, right? Where if they have like a very strong, encouraging, but yet coach that holds them accountable and an organization that holds them accountable and good veteran leaders that, for instance, if Pittsburgh got the number 1 pick and he got to live with Sidney Crosby for a couple of years.
Oh, that if I was a Penguin, I wouldn't be worried.
Yeah.
Draft him, yeah.
yeah, straighten him. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say straighten him out. I don't even know if there's anything wrong with him, but
Yeah. But just get him off on a good pace. Okay. Slab Sharks, the Gongshow partner sponsor, thankful for their support of our show. This week's Slab Sharks auction is huge. More than 8,300 sports cards that all end on Thursday night. Tons of bangers and grails, both hobby grails and PC grails too. Got, of course, some big Breeny cards and a number of vintage bangers, like there's a Bobby Orr rookie, PSA 9, 1957 Parker's Rocket Richard. We will be live on the Gongshow YouTube channel on Thursday night, covering the end of the auction. Our show starts at 8 Eastern time. And if you're not selling your cards on Slab Sharks, well, we think you really should try. It's the biggest and best weekly hockey auction there is. Slab Sharks makes it super easy, simple, in fact. Plus, there's so many eyeballs on the auction each week. It gives your cards what I think is the best chance to attract the right attention. Right as in people with money to spend. And if you're in the USA, we made it easier for you by partnering with Slab Sharks. We are their official US submission partner. All you got to do is mail your cards to us. Our addresses are all over the Slab Sharks site, and we'll get them into the auction for you. So for complete consignment information, including payout rates, and to get the process, whatever. If you're British, you can send your cards in too. Head to slabsharks.com. Hobby news.
hobby news.
News from the hobby.
Okay. Not a lot of enthusiasm from the crowd. But, okay.
Sunday.
Well, that's right.
First
That's right.
Monday.
That's right.
Monday Blas.
You're allowed.
So good.
We have a COMC update.
Glad I
Making
jumped on this.
Some waves in the hobby. So apparently, COMC has been focused lately on customer service and improving turnaround times as they detailed their efforts and progress in the latest blog on their website. Now, as part of sharing improvements as, I don't know, maybe a way to give you a little honey to help the medicine go down. They also shared some new shipping charges. And it's a pretty significant increase.
Yeah, the
so
internet did not
on
take-
standard trading cards, the old shipping and handling fee was 25 cents a card. Now it's doubled to 50 cents a card. Top loaded and jumbo cards are now $1 for every card you want top loaded. It's going to be $1 in shipping and handling just to send to your house. And then graded cards, the old shipping and handling fee was $1. It's now gone to $2. Of course, it's a big increase. And I know a number of collectors like you guys, where it's going to really hurt is people that have hundreds of cards at COMC. And you want to ship them home to get them, out of that jail, I guess. And it just got a lot more spending. It's not jail in COMC, but
Double, brother. I just sent mine home a week ago. Thank goodness. There was 283 cards. It was
$600.
It was $143 to ship it. And I mean, are you kidding me? $300 to get those cards home? No, you can just have them. Thanks.
Well, they just doubled I wish I could double my entire summer. Like, so that's not 300, it's 600 now. That's crazy.
Okay, well, can you stick a pin in that just for once? The first I'll say is that I probably overpaid in the long run. I always because I'm so impatient, I buy 5 cards on COMC and I just ship them home. Mm-hmm. So I never, my inventory there is always pretty small. But here's the thing, Phil, to your point, you can double your rates. You're well within your right to do that. Mm-hmm. And you just may not have many customers.
Yes, you're going to wallet. Yes, I know. The vote with their wallet. Yes, Josh, but it's just like voting. People don't vote for their governments because they're like, my vote's not going to matter. So with that mindset, nothing's going to change. It's just it's a circular conversation. Yes, we vote with our wallet. So let's explain to people how that makes sense. Okay, let's go.
How's that working for you?
Well, I can see it coming a mile away.
What's more ridiculous than that is getting mad at a company. Who gives a crap? I don't give a crap what any company does. COMC can charge $1,000 a card in shipping and handling, and guess what? I just won't use it.
You're misguided in my angst. What am I specifically upset about COMC with that happened recently? Specifically, I'll remind you. I paid over $100 American, well over $100 for the fastest shipping to Dave's house. They gave me an estimated date. They missed that date by over 60 days.
Yep.
And I got no refund.
Oh, no.
None.
You should never use them again.
That's why ever. Services were not rendered. How do I vote with my wallet in that situation? I tell you
never
how.
use them
I don't
again.
give them my business again.
Yeah, I mean, there's not. I mean, you could file a complaint with the Secretary of State, but that's not going to do anything. You should never use the service again.
Correct, and I'm the idiot that does. So I don't want to talk about it because then we're just saying how much of an idiot I am and other people listening.
I'll never have as many as I did at one time. Again, never will that ever happen.
That's a good point, Louis.
I think I should 5 at a time. Here,
yeah.
These 5 are cool. I'll get these home in 6 months.
That's a good point. So maybe just don't keep more than 10, 15 cards there, which sucks, but I mean, maybe that's the way we should do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if this will be good for them strategically or not, because don't they want you to keep a lot of cards there so you can list them from sale and they can make money on fees and stuff like that? So maybe this will backfire.
I shipped 15 cards to Dave's house 3 weeks ago, and it only took 2 weeks. And I didn't pay any extra. I paid the smallest amount. Wasn't even $20.
Yeah.
And it got to Dave's house in less than 3 weeks. Yeah. I did 450, and that took like 5-6 months. So I think, Louis, I think you made a really good point. Just don't keep a lot of cards on there.
But I do want to be clear though. What happened to you? You have a right to be upset about that because you paid for a service that wasn't delivered.
Correct.
And you paid a premium for a service that wasn't delivered. So and I think too, like even like with grading companies, you see a little bit of this and I know they get around it like with estimated turnaround, by saying they don't guarantee turnaround times, but if you send a card to PSA and the estimated turnaround time is 3 months and it comes back 7 months later, I'm not saying, I'm just giving an example.
Yeah.
Then I think that, that's not living up to the contract that, the expectation of the customer.
Well, so it's so blatant. It's insane. I think that's why there's Pitchfork Nation. you're blatantly not fulfilling something you're offering a service for. For me, anyways, it's insane. Like it's ludicrous. Just go call their phone number, see what happens. Go ahead, look up COMC's phone number and give them a call. Tell me what it says.
Do you guys think that this move will backfire for them? That less people will use COMC, or does it people just grit and bear it and pay the piper?
Grip and rip it. That's what I'm doing. I love the way I love it too much. It's you save way more on the long journey with COMC.
You just got to go about it differently, like we just said. I'll never have 100 cards coming to my house again. It'll be that's smart. Even if I have 100 in there. Let's just get these 5 now, because I mean, you're going to spend the same amount of money, but I'm not dropping $300 to get all my cards shipped here at one time. That's make my head spin.
Yeah. Maybe they want you to list them for sale, and maybe that's the goal, is to get people to say, I don't want to spend, to your point, Louis, $300 to send my cards home. I'll just sell them on the platform, and then they get more fees. The part that, like, where I get a little bit Pitchfork Nation-y, but again, I pay it every time, and I have many times. And this is California Dave's big complaint, that when you go to buy a card on COMC, because there is, to your point, though, there is an advantage of buying it's 25% more on eBay than it is on COMC, but the only way you can buy it is with store credit, and then you go to add $100 to store credit, and they charge you like $15 to add.
Yeah, it's slimy, man. It's oh god, it's just, you know, I people with that round those corners or dip in those gray areas, it works. Like, do you think people become multimillionaires and billionaires being nice to people on the way up? No. You know, like, gotta cut a few throats, kill a few puppies, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just, I think if it gets any more, that people could use it less. It's kind of like going back to your business. Like, what if you tacked on a $40 environmental fee? that didn't mean anything.
I don't even charge travel time, man. If we drive out an hour and a half, I don't even charge travel time. I don't. People would be like, nope, I'm not paying you. It's such a home service is such a different animal than, I don't know, than big companies. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, the last thing I want to say is I understand how, like, pompous and annoying it can sound to the whole consumers vote with their wallets, but companies, just like people, act in their own self-interest, and it's repetitive, but it's the only thing that will ever get companies to change, is that if you're mad about stuff like this, or you don't like stuff like this, and you know what would get these prices back to normal? If half their business went away.
The problem is when someone makes that decision personally, it doesn't carry weight in their environment. So I've made that decision here in my office by myself. That's it. I'm done. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people have to make that decision. So it has to, like, and I have to feel that. Right? I need to be part of an email thread to feel the weight of that decision. I wasn't disregard. Your answer is correct. It's not a deviation. It's not like, well, it's kind of correct. No, it's the answer. It's just not a satisfying answer. Mm-hmm. Okay. Moving on. So GemRate updated their February eBay sales data, and it's kind of interesting because you can segregate it by sport. And so I have, for the month of February, the top 10 NHL players where the most money was spent on the platform. And again, it's very relevant because eBay is the largest marketplace that exists. And it was kind of a wild month with the Olympics in February. So I think this is going to be a fun list to go through. We'll count down from 10 to 1.
Yeah, nice.
More fun that way. Yeah. So number 10 was Bobby Orr. Some legend love there. 82,060 spent on the platform. He was number 10.
I'm just going to ruin it here. I'm just going to do that.
All right, ruin it. So Orr was number 9 in January. Ivan Demidov was...
Sorry, Josh.
Oh, sorry.
Look at Hughes. Oh, my God. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Now you did ruin it. Both of you ruined it.
Oh, I couldn't hold out. I'm like, well, how am I going to put this up? When do I put... I got to show it.
Yeah, you're quick in many ways. I'm guessing. Okay, number 9 was Ivan Demidov. $94,001 spent in February. He was number 7 in January. Matthew Schaefer makes his first appearance in the top 10. 96,818 was number 11 in January. I'm guessing in March he'll be a little bit higher. Mario Lemieux, number 7, over first player of 100 grand spent on eBay last month, down 1 spot from January, or up 1 spot actually. Sidney Crosby, number 6, 175,585. Connie McDavid, number 5, 256,000. Bedsy, number 4, 267,000. Then Jack Hughes, number 3, $427,925 spent last month.
Awesome.
He was number 26 in January.
Holy
in
moly, golden goal.
Yeah. Goes from
Good for
28
him.
grand 1 month to 427,000 the next month.
How much do you think of that as family members? Like 50K?
No, I think it's America. It's America.
America.
We're excited.
Well, it's no
about the
Canada in
situation.
that. That wouldn't make sense.
No, it'd be silly.
Number 2 for the second straight month to start the year is Wayne, the great one, the greatest one.
Is he?
With-
Is Crosby in 20 years going to be Wayne? Like, is that? There's no way Wayne Gretzky is going to be pulling this in 20 years. There's no way, right? I mean, he's not enigmatic enough. Like he's not a. I don't know, like a Shaq personality. You know, he's not. He doesn't have that type of personality to stay relevant. But he's just. I don't know. He touched a lot of hearts up here in Canada, and I guess in America.
I think this is the first time 2 months in a row Wayne Gretzky's not been number 1, probably ever.
Mm-hmm.
And here's what I think the distinction of Wayne Gretzky is in hockey. I think more so than in any other sport, there's less debate or less to debate who's the greatest of all time.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, nobody even does it in hockey because it's like, oh, it's Wayne.
Yeah. Well, I feel like basketball, it's not like, is it not Jordan? No?
Jordan or LeBron?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I'm sorry.
No, it's an age thing. Like people that are younger than us, that's LeBron has 4 championships and most points ever in the history of the league. And I mean,
okay. Well, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. Or
bad,
some people throw Kobe, you have Bill Russell you can throw into there.
Wilt Chamberlain?
Wilt?
Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't get thrown, but you could have we could have a good hour debate in basketball or baseball. You could have is Shohei Ohtani the greatest player? Is Babe Ruth the greatest player of all time?
I'll debate that till I'm blue in the face. Yes, he's the Shohei Ohtani is the greatest baseball player ever, and he could retire yesterday.
But it would be a debate. If we tried to debate the greatest hockey player of all time on the show, it'd last about 13 seconds. We'd all say Wayne Gretzky and shake our heads and move on.
Let me just pull up the old statistics here on NHL.com and look at that.
But we do have Macklin Mania is in full board.
I love it because he's just such a complete player. Like that's the best part is he is a perfect little hockey player out there.
Just a complete person.
Well, yesterday he did have a little bit of a temper tantrum and he smashed his stick on my goalie's post.
Oh,
good. A little fire in his belly.
Yeah. Young man thing. He'll figure that out.
Okay, I said Macklin Mania, but I workshopped. I spent time because I'm ridiculous and I have obviously nothing better to do.
Listen to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So we love our names here to talk about hobby chases. So try this on and see if it fits. Okay, we have Bedardapalooza, Brini Bonanza, and Matthew Mania for Schaefer, Bedard, and Celebrini.
What's the first one again?
Bedardapalooza.
I like that. Yeah, Matthew Mania is cool, but it's like Matthew. It's like Matthew.
But nothing goes with Schaefer though. I mean that's
Schaefer. No, that's not good.
I think I'm all in on Brini versus Celebrini too. That's just what.
No, I don't like Brini. It's whiny, Brini.
It's cute.
Just like Selly. It's just Selly. Celebrating. Selly.
I just call. Yeah, I've been calling Bedsy. I'm officially a Bedard collector now, so I can call him.
We'll get to that.
Bedsy. That's what I'll call him.
Okay. This last story. If we think, again, everything is relative, but we sometimes complain about like box prices and how expensive it is to chase the Brini or the Selly or the Celebrini, whatever you want to call it. But if we think hockey cards are expensive, holy moly, we just had a record sale for a modern baseball card. The 2013 Bowman Chrome Aaron Judge Rookie Auto Superfractor 101, which was graded BGS 9.510. Who cares? It's a 101. Sold via the Fanatics Collect Marketplace for only $5.2 million US.
No,
on
it
March
didn't.
12th.
No, it did
Jesus.
not.
It did. Okay. I'm going to blow your mind in a second here. So it's the most paid ever for a modern baseball card. The buyer was anonymous, but there's so much crazy about the sale. First, this is not the first time this exact card is sold. In 2022, somebody bought it in the Fanatics Premiere for, again, a big price, $324,000. They flipped it for 5.2.
So they flipped a COVID card after COVID for
16x rate of return.
Oh, thank you.
On that. I looked it up. Now,
You know what that?
What?
Sorry, you know what that is? That's the guy. So the first guy who bought it's just like, no, man, that's PC. But he's like, anyone ever throws me $5 million, I'll sell it in a heartbeat. So someone took him up on it. Someone did the thing. Someone did the price that he just casually said at parties.
Here's some context back to hockey though. So if you look at this card, right, Bowman Chrome Superfractor Auto 1, it's chromium card from Topps. Very analogous, I think, to the O-Pee-Chee Platinum Golden Treasures Auto 101. Right? Mm-hmm. Guess, Phil, what the most paid ever for a Golden Treasures Platinum 101 is?
$295,000.
Oh,
If you had guessed $12,711, you would have been correct for the 2021 Cole Caulfield rookie that sold in July of 2020.
And it's Caulfield. It's not even McDavid or it's Crosby.
Now we know, and we'll talk to Grant in a bit about the Demidov
Private sales.
Privately maybe more of exchange, but if there's lots of private sales in hockey, there's lots of private sales in baseball, basketball, and football too. It's just crazy that our biggest 101 Golden Treasures kind of refractor 101 is $12,000, and this one sold for $5.2 million. And I don't think, going back to our last conversation, if we're debating greatest baseball player of all time, is Aaron Judge even on the list? Probably not, right? I mean, he's good.
It's good. He's a good ball. He's a great ball player. He's not. We're not having that conversation. I want to make sure the good listener. I'm very grateful hockey is the cheaper of the major sports, but just because it is cheaper doesn't mean I'm going to roll over and accept everything either.
No.
Right?
No.
Okay. Yeah. I just want to make sure that.
But it is really nice that this is not the pool that we have to swim in, because it would be deflating. Right.
I was just telling Louis, I can collect Mike Gartner now. So Louis was like, I want to collect maybe a new player. And I was like, you get a category to collect, like my mustache thing, because then I can collect players like Mike Gartner and Rod Langway, and I don't have to have official Rod Langway PCs. I can get away with it because they all had mustaches. I don't know why.
Think of though, like every big purchase we make, like I don't know when you're going to talk about it, but you just made a big purchase today, Phil.
Sure did, yeah.
There would be another zero on all those.
Yeah.
Like the Louis, your big card you just bought. If this was basketball or baseball, there'd be easily another zero onto that.
But then we wouldn't be here. Like I wouldn't be here. Like I wouldn't have met you guys. Those decimal points are out of my my financial budget.
Cray.
that's nuts, man.
Okay, speaking of big sales, we had a huge single sale in the hockey hobby this past week. The 25-26 Yvonne Demidov Young Guns Outburst Gold 101 sold. It was a private sale, and we don't talk about it a lot because we don't get much intel. But this one, we had an insider on the deal, Grant from GP Sports. Of course, he was involved in the deal, and he hopped on with me the other day to give a little bit of that inside perspective on how this deal and other big private sales go down. So here's our conversation with Grant. Well, we have to bring in our partner and show correspondent, Grant from GP Sports, who's on location in Montreal at is it the Sport Card Expo there? Is that this show that you're at?
No, this one, we went up for another reason.
Oh, it's not a show. So
Yeah.
This is a secret mission. Okay.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
good. Let's find out about that. So 2 days ago now, I got wind, like everyone else, that this card right here, the 2025-26 Upper Deck Yvonne Demidov Young Guns Gold Outburst 101 was pulled in a break. And then people started messaging me that it was sold and it sold for 80,000 Canadian and that we should post it. And I tell people in those cases, it's like, well, I that's hearsay at this point. And, we typically post sales that have verifiable numbers to them, but still cool to see the card floating out there. And then caught wind that your grubby hands were all involved in this deal. So we had to have you on and kind of, get like the inside scoop, the art of the deal. So how did you get involved in this card? Because I know you didn't pull it and I know you didn't buy it. So how does Grant from GP Sports fit in?
So we have some like high-end clients that give us sort of a list of players that they want or grill cards that they're after. And then we help facilitate deals on their behalf. We're pretty well connected with shops and breakers and those who pull the big cards. And sometimes people reach out to us and we just already have buyers for the seller and the person that wants the card. So we sort of middleman it and connect them. In this instance, it actually worked out like it was a little bit more convenient, like where we were planning a trip to Montreal this weekend for a few collections. And one of our regular clients, who's a huge fan of Ivan Demidov and Lane Hudson, I saw this card pulled like right when it surfaced. A few people sent it to me, and I was like, "Holy smokes!" So I originally sent it to my customer that night that it was pulled. He was sleeping, so I started working on it like on his behalf, like right away, sort of thing. Like I knew what the number would be and what he would feel comfortable at, and so we started communicating with 450 and their team, and we were working out a number like right away when it was pulled. So all this transpired within 24 hours of the card being pulled.
I could tell you a lot about the art of the $50 deal, and so I don't have a lot of experience in this, but just from getting insight from other people when other big cards are pulled, it sort of feels like there's almost like a stopwatch that immediately when a card like this surfaces on Instagram, and I don't know if the shop that pulled it or the owner told you how many people contacted that person, whether it be auction houses or consignment services or individual buyers. It had to have been a lot.
Yeah, so he said he was flooded with messages. Like they had so many offers coming in. Obviously, like they took the time to receive most of these offers, and they took the highest offer, of course, which was us. But there's a multitude of factors that go into a card of this magnitude. How you pay the person who pulls it. How fast you act on it. Of course, a lot of the people who want these type of grail cards, they want to act fast. Like it's sort of like the excitement. Like I said in the last episode that I was on talking about one-on-ones, like same thing with myself. It's like, if something just gets listed on eBay, that's the excitement of, buying that card before it sits up there for a week. And then it sort of loses its like aura around that card that, everyone's now seen it and it's been out there. So a lot of these high-end collectors, they sort of want the card right away. And that's the excitement and fun for them. So they might go to a way bigger number to close that deal right away because that's their excitement and that's their joy to get the card. So that's sort of what happened with this situation. I know there was a lot of offers in the ballpark. We came in with a really high number, and we also came in with an all cash offer, which is big in these type of instances. And I know that was the exact reason why we got the card because we offered that.
Oh, so were some people wanting to do like cash and trade or something like that?
Yeah. So like I was talking with 450's team. One of their clients that was interested in the card wanted to pay in installments. Another person, again, wanted to do transfer. The client who pulled the card from their end, he was like really keen on getting a cash deal. So, sometimes when you have the ability to travel and meet their needs, we can provide that. So
that's really interesting. Okay. So when a card like this is hit and then somebody buys it, do you take possession of it then, or do you have to give it to the new owner? Oh, you got it right there. Oh, there you go. Yeah. How does it look in hand?
It's unbelievable. They absolutely crushed this design. Looks really, really good in person. And a big thing with these a lot of the time is like there's condition issues. This one seems to be pretty spotless. But yeah, like when we transact on a big card like this, this was like one of our best clients. So I wanted to do everything in my power to get the card for him. And typically we'll travel to the destination, we'll pick up the card, and then it worked out. He's sort of on the way to Montreal. He was one of our stops that we were going to for this trip. Like, we planned a trip typically when we go to Montreal, like 3 or 4 collections that we're stopping along the way. And when we get to Montreal, and he was one of those stops already. So it was like, it just worked out where everything happened on this weekend and it sort of connected. And so we stopped to see him. We've done a deal with his collection this weekend. And then now we dropped off the card. Well, we're going to drop off the card back to him.
Got you. I think that what you're illustrating is just a good reminder or good advice for any business, probably any walk of life, but really, especially if you're in the hobby, how important relationships are and taking care of people, and that investing time and energy and doing things on the behalf of others, even before you get stuff back in return, can pay off dividends in the long run.
For sure. Yeah. It's again, it's a super small hobby, and relationships are the most important thing. The way you treat people and the way you transact. And again, we have like a pretty good customer list where we know what they're looking for, and anytime we can help clients like this, like, we do the best we can for them. And it's always awesome to pick up a card like this. And it's like, these are like record sales and record numbers, and it's great to see for hockey. It's super exciting.
It was 80,000 Canadian. Is that I mean, that number's been thrown around a million places. Is that the number that is public, or no?
It's around that ballpark. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you help? And the reason why I asked is that I'm assuming that you helped your client and consulted on valuation, right? Because you can take 2 approaches to buying this card. You can say, I have a lot of money. I don't care what it costs. I don't care what it's worth. I'm going to pay whatever it takes to get it. Or you can say, I have a lot of money. I can spend a good amount, but I also don't want to like spend 4 times what the card is realistically worth. And that's probably why I have a lot of money in the first place, because I have that mentality. So how did you yourself get kind of comfortable with the number that we're going with, around 80,000 for a card like this?
Yeah, that's actually like my favorite part of the industry is working with, clients like this and customers. And of course, the single side of the hobby is what I love the most. And we have a lot of clients where they trust our opinion, and they might not know as much about hockey or the current market, but they trust what we say and the valuation that we put on a lot of these cards. And then that's sort of how they base their offer. In an instance like this, I'll always, lay out all the comps and what I think of the card, potential long-term value. That's a main interest for most clients of this kind and this nature. But this instance example, he was a collector of Demidov and Hudson. So like, I gave him all the information on the card, what the valuation was. I told him about the bounty of 40,000. I thought that was pretty low when that first came out. That $40,000 bounty, I knew that would be topped like right away. And then, sort of lay it out saying, hey, here's the current evaluation. Here's the future evaluation. I do think on a card like this, and what I said to him is, when the Celebrini and Bedard version of this card surface and what the number that those are going to go for, that could uptick this card pretty heavily, because I do think that Celebrini and Bedard version of this card are going to go for well over $250,000 to $300,000, which is a pretty substantial number. So it's sort of, again, nobody knows, but you're sort of projecting the future value and what these cards hold. And I do think these cards slot in right behind the Cup Shield autograph, or it might even be like, 1-1 apples to oranges, where, this is a different collector base. We just saw the Aaron Judge Superfractor sell for $5.2 million. And this is sort of like our avenue of the Superfractor, where it's, you have the nice Shield autograph side from the Cup, and then you have this, 1 in a million chance to pull the gold Outburst sort of Superfractor of hockey.
Well, okay, tiny tangent to that, because we actually talked about that earlier in the show. I brought up that, well, okay, the Bowman Chrome Superfractor Auto 101, the most analogous hockey card would be the Golden Treasures Auto 101. The highest selling Golden Treasures Auto ever is the Caulfield that went for like $12,000 US. So that's the golf. Right. In hockey, you have 12 grand and 5.2 million in baseball.
Yeah, we haven't seen a McDavid Golden Treasure
I know.
auto sell, right? Like I'm sure that's in the hundreds of thousands. A lot of those cards get scooped up right away too. Like, Golden Treasures
Sure.
are right up there, but the Young Guns is like that's like our Prism Black Finite. You can use that as an example, right? Like if you look at the Prism Black Finite sales for any of the big players in NBA or football, like these are insane numbers. So this is what is going to slot in as our Prism Black Finite for hockey. And in football and basketball, that's their biggest card. So it's over their shield.
Yeah,
autograph.
biggest like non-auto, non-memorabilia card.
So that's like the upside. Again, there's always risk with how much the market has gone up so fast in hockey, but I do think there's so much room still to grow. And a guy like Demidov, he's having an unreal year. So you're sort of betting on that player and how confident you are with his future.
It's prospecting. It's a risk. There's no way around that. Let's get back, though, to the Gold Outburst. So I feel like this sale is a big deal for the future, kind of what you alluded to earlier, the future valuations of Gold Outburst, and really puts it on the map as that key card in the hobby. And what a home run a couple years ago now by Upper Deck. I mean, we can knock Billy on the Fanimation design, but if you're going to do that, you have to give a lot of credit to these new parallels and what they've done to change the landscape of the hobby. This is an $80-ish thousand card that came out of a $150 box.
Yeah, it's crazy what they did to Flagship. I mean, I remember the years 21, 22, 22, 23 where nobody wanted Series 1 and 2, Series 3. And now these Outbursts, like even the reds, the silvers, they completely turned around Flagship for hockey. And it's such a great chase. And
we've had one Schaefer red sell and one high gloss, and the red sold for more than the high gloss.
Yeah. It just like, if you look at like the landscape of card designs and what flashes the most, like these are the best looking cards. It's next
They're
level.
amazing.
They absolutely crushed it. And like even when I was putting this card beside like 10, 15 other cards, like it pops so well, you completely know that's the grail piece. So it's really good.
So you mentioned too, well, the other reason why I think this sale is important, and going back to what you said, is that this is the first really big one. I mean, there was Lane Hudson, and that was sold like a couple weeks after it was pulled. And for now, what seems like, $13 grand US, probably a pretty good, the person made a pretty good buy. And it's funny too, you look at like somebody, I'm sure there's people that are listening or watching saying $80,000 for a Demidov. And it's like, people were saying that at 13,000 for Lane Hudson too. And you don't know, right? That this could, if you're doing a financial evaluation of the deal 3 years from now, it'll either look terrible or really good, depending on where the hobby market goes and how good of a player Demidov ends up being. But this is the first really big one. And I think too, and I'm sure you've noticed this because you have a hobby shop, where over the last 2 months, we've had this like crazy Flagship rebalancing where now 24-25 Series 2 is more than 23-24 Series 2. And the Bedard boxes are coming down. We don't know if the Outburst has been pulled. I mean, there's always a chance, right, where somebody doesn't want to post it on social media and it's sitting in their basement or something like that. But I wonder, sales like these make me wonder if those boxes start moving more now, right? Where you're just, because I mean, that's a 250,000. I mean, it's like what I think the last price I saw on 23-24 Series 2 was like 195 US, something like that. If that goes down a little bit more, it's like you have some extra spending money. It's like, why not take a shot at a $250,000 card?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think Celebrini Series 2 is almost dried up. Like there's not much left of that. And then Bedard, I think there is a good amount. I think they produce a lot of that year, but still there's got to be well over 50% already opened up and consumed of that product. So, I mean, we're talking about, two of the biggest cards in hockey right now that are still out there in two products, and like it really, like where the gold outburst and the true rookie for this card is going to be set in the market, it depends on one of those two cards being pulled and surfacing, because at the end of the day, those are the two biggest players by far. Schaefer is going to be up there as well. Like recently, a Schaefer high gloss just sold for over $20,000. Like that's what, gives me the confidence on a card like this, where you have a guy
Was
like
that a public
Schaefer.
sale or a private sale?
That was a private sale. But
because one went publicly for like 4,600 US. So that person
Really?
probably made it. Yeah.
high gloss Schaefer.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cheap. I know one that just sold.
That's the thing though, like, because what we tell people all the time, right, is that you have like on, especially like a product like Flagship on release week,
Yes, yeah.
you'll always overpay for a base Young Guns. You don't, I mean, I don't ever want to tell people not to buy cards, but if you really want a Matthew Schaefer base Young Guns, you can buy one the day of release or the day after, or you can buy 4 for the same price 3 months later. Almost at every there, I'm sure there's an outlier. I'm sure, but
So
let's
bringing
play.
the outlier.
Yeah, well, no, that was 9 months later, right? But if you would have, he got really cheap over last summer before he had this season.
Yeah.
Where you get really good deals on Flagship release are the people that hit on release day a really big card and just want to take advantage right away and not let the market play out a little bit. And so the way I look at it is, if I hit a really like an Outburst Red or a high gloss, I'm holding it, not forever, but for a few weeks. If I hit a base Young Guns, I'm immediately selling it. Right.
Yeah.
And then if you're a buyer, then, that's the way I would look, is that on release day, go try to find that. If you really believe in Schaefer, go try to find that person that hits a high gloss and puts it up for $4,000 and snag it right away.
Yeah, I do think there's situations like Schaefer's like the guy in that product. Like I do think there's guys that are like, average players that will get a little bit more hype like with the first couple of weeks. And they're like second rounders, and like they're not gonna, pan out like crazy. But yeah, like a guy like Schaefer, like you don't have to be worried for his market for the whole year coming is going to be super strong. Like it's going to be right up there with Demidov. They're going to be leading the way. And there's going to be a lot of big collectors hunting them. So that high gloss sale, which I was made aware of, that gives me confidence on, what that Outburst 101 is going to go for. And I know there's a few people already after that are really, really high-end collectors. So that's probably the next biggest 101 Outburst that's out there to be pulled, aside from the Celebrini and Bedard. So we'll see when one of those surface. I think that'll be the telling of the market for the gold Outburst.
Mm-hmm. What does your gut tell you about the Celebrini and Bedard Outburst? Do you think it's still sitting in a wrapper somewhere waiting to be open?
Yeah, I think the amount of 23-24 Series 2 that was produced, I think there's a good chance that it's still out there just sitting. So many people bought that product to just store it. A lot of our customers who are walking in grabbing cases, and the same thing with Schaefer even this year. Like there's a new generation of collectors that are just coming into the store and they're grabbing sealed cases. That's what they want, and they're throwing it in the closet and they're just letting it appreciate because they've seen what happened with Celebrini Series 2 so quick. And even if they bought Series 2 Schaefer, I mean, they're already up $50-$60 a box within a week and a half. So there's a lot more people holding these cases sealed, and it wouldn't surprise me if they're just in a closet somewhere or they're still in a shop's inventory or warehouse of the distributor. But Series 2 Bedard year, there's a lot still left, I think. Celebrini is the one that makes me scratch my head because there cannot be much of that product left, but it only takes one box and it could be sitting anywhere. So I do think those cards are so big that the moment they get pulled, someone's going to want to move it or at least, share that information. Especially with the Bedard, if that was pulled when that $1 million bounty was out there, I mean, that someone to pull that and not claim that is insanity. So
yeah, I get conflicted on those cards because my head tells me that the best thing for the hobby is for one or both to be pulled and to sell, because that would really lift up the hockey market, and you need big cards like that to propel it forward. The other side of me though, like the heart side of it, and I know like in the basketball, I'm not a basketball expert, but isn't it like the Curry Superfractor 101 has never surfaced? And there's a
Yeah.
certain kind of fun romance to that, right? Where you have this crazy, crazy card that who knows where it is.
Yeah.
But you know, probably the
But
better thing for the hobby would be for those
for,
cards.
for hockey, we need like it is like touching back on like everything being so private for hockey. Like, as someone who's in that space, like we've had multiple sales this year from this year's cup and other big cards for hockey that have like reached record high numbers, and not a single one has hit auction. Like if the public was made aware of some of the big cards from 24-25 cup and what they sold for, like we're talking basketball and football high numbers. Like it's just, again, most of
Really?
these deals are private, but like it's
Give me a
gonna
number.
take,
You don't have to tell me the card, but give me a number you've heard about a hockey card selling for.
like we're in the multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars for some cards in 24-25 cup, and like not even the biggest card in the product type thing. So there's some really big sales that are going down. We kind of need one publicly to get the attention sort of the whole industry. It's just when one of those hits auction, and the guys that are scooping them up are just so aggressive, and they're paying record high numbers right now. So
Yeah.
it's pretty private right now. But eventually, I do think one of those cards, like that Celebrating Outburst Gold 101 or the Bedard, will get pulled, and one of them will go to auction, and I think it'll just get so much attention for the hockey side of the hobby.
Crazy stuff. So are you on like a undercover super secret hockey hobby mission in Montreal, or can you share anything that you're there to see, or you pick up anything to this point? What's going on?
Yeah, we got 2 collections. We got one lined up later today that we're going to. Typically, we have again with relationships. Like we have a lot of clients who either break or they join like Razes and that sort of stuff, and they compile a big collection of cards every couple of months, and then we'll just make the trip. And we're typically seeing the same people, and then we make a post on social media saying if there's anyone else that's looking to sell a collection, just email us, and we'll book appointments throughout the weekend. So just some collections throughout the weekend, some fun stuff, some fun cards. I got my eye on a Makar Shield right now, so that's going to be the big pickup for myself this weekend, hopefully. And then we'll see Dave tomorrow, probably.
Yeah. Wait, you got a Makar Shield?
Yeah, that's one that the big pickup of the weekend that I'm trying to go for is it's an exquisite tribute design from Ultimate Shield Auto. It's in one of the collections, so that one's exciting.
Yeah, very, very, very exciting. So, and just lastly, before we let you go here, because Series 2 just came out, has the Schaefer Chase surprised you at all? How strong it's been, or no?
Yeah, it's crazy shocking. I mean, I didn't order a ton of Series 2 just because erring on the side of, it's a defenseman leading the way for that series.
Did you feel like you ever make the right choice when it comes to
No,
ordering products?
never, absolutely never. It's just never. I mean,
You
but
think 50-50, right? You would like get lucky every once in a while. And
yeah.
You go
Well,
all in on EX 2000.
yeah, no, I seem to like pick and choose the wrong battles. I mean, sometimes we do okay. Like SP Game Used was a recent one that I did okay with, but like, yeah, Series 2, I kicked myself so hard. Like it's just all the timing and everything happened at the right time for this product release. Everyone was hyped about the Olympics, and Schaefer obviously breaking all these records the week before. Like you couldn't make it up how great everything has been for this release. So it's exciting to see how many people are into it, and like everyone's coming to the shop. We're still selling it like crazy. Our reorders above what we're selling it for right now. It's nuts. So I kick myself on that, but still I'd rather see a product do this well than the opposite way. So
Yeah. Would you put the current liquidity pecking order as, so in my mind, is it Celebrini, Bedard, Schaefer, or is it Celebrini, Schaefer, Bedard? Or something, or another list?
Yeah, I think Bedard's still second, like especially for value. But right now, being like the topic of the month, it's definitely Schaefer. That's who we're getting asked about, and these young guns are flying more in the store. But Bedard's still like so popular. Like when people come in, there's a lot of people that ask for Bedard first because they think he's a better investment right now with Macklin Celebrini's young gun going for like $500 to $550.
He's the value of the three.
He's the value. Like, I think a lot of people are looking at him like, okay, eventually these guys are going to even out. Like, I keep saying now, like, it's starting to look like this. I was totally against prospecting, and I'm always like Crosby and Ovi are the safe guys for my generation. But this could be the Crosby and Ovechkin of our generation coming here. So at the end of the day, they might value out. And if you're looking at valuing out, Macklin right now is like almost double the price for his young guns. So
yeah, I'm a anti-prospector too, but this is not a big deal. But I bought a Brini. It was like $500. But for me, it's like I hate prospecting because there's so many variables into it, but it's so, other than an unfortunate injury, which we really, really hope doesn't happen, it's just hard to conceive Celebrini all of a sudden sucking.
No, like when I saw him at the Olympics, like again, I was not fully on board until I saw him at the Olympics, and I'm like, this kid at 19 years old is the third best player on the ice, like for Team Canada. Like I was fully on board, and I fully believe it. I wish Bedard was out there to see him as well, because I think that would have been huge for his market and sort of see how he plays with all those amazing players. But yeah, like hockey's in a great spot right now. Even next year as well with McKenna, like we got so many good prospects to lead the way. If Ovechkin and Crosby start to fall off, we got McDavid in his prime, just needs to get a cup. It's an exciting time to be a hockey fan.
Well, going back to the Olympics really quick, when I was watching at home, and particularly when they ran McDavid, Brini, and McKinnon on the same line, I'm not going to say Macklin was more impressive than Connor, but I think he was kind of more impressive than McKinnon. And McKinnon, you can make the argument, has been the best player in the NHL the last 2 years.
Yeah, he looked good. Like when I was watching, he looked like a mini McDavid out there. That's what I kept saying is like even like how fast he was and some of the plays he was making. It was like a mini McDavid. And anytime you're compared to a guy like that, I mean, McDavid's just levels above everybody else. So,
all right. Well, good luck getting your Makar Shield. We'll find out.
Yeah.
what happens. I'm sure that you'll do a post about it. If you want to break with Grant, make sure to go to gpsportcards.com to get your break spots. Always breaks Wednesday and Fridays. And also on totalsportcards.com if you want to get hobby. Hey, chase the Bedard, chase the Celebrini. Go pick up some, or go for Matthew Schaefer. Grant ships to anywhere in Canada. Thanks so much. Have fun on your trip in Montreal.
Thanks, Josh.
Thanks again to Grant for joining the show. Again, it's always interesting to see how these deals go down.
Damn, he looked good.
Yeah, combed his hair.
Wow.
I didn't watch the video. I'm sorry. I usually do.
It's very interesting.
I don't know what you guys talked about.
You.
About.
Did you talk about me?
No.
No.
Did you talk about me?
No.
Oh.
So, and I do think there's a lot of, like I said, interest, 80K-ish Canadian sales. I mean, that's a big deal. Do you think that people would maybe doing insider stories about like when we buy $50 cards on eBay?
Never think those are the biggest messages I get, and I have a hard time doing it. They want to see my cards the most. They want to see the deals I'm making. I feel like that's the most boring of what I do, but the cards are the stars, I guess.
Cards are the stars, buddy. Okay. New product release is brought to you by Grant, GP Sports and Total Sport Cards.
Speaking of him,
get all your hobby boxes at his shop, totalsportcards.com, and then sell him your cards. He's allergic to money. Can't get rid of it fast enough to buy your hockey cards. Reach out to their shop in Etobicoke, or maybe message them on Instagram, email them. He wants to buy your stuff. And then get your break spots for Wednesday night at gpsportcards.com. They'll probably have some more reloaded to break, maybe get in on the action there too. Well, we have our next hobby release this Wednesday with the New York Rangers Centennial hobby tins hitting shelves and all the e-commerce sites around the interwebs. It's the third and final Centennial hobby release of the 25-26 product calendar, celebrating, of course, the 100th anniversary of the New York Rangers franchise. And this one could be really exciting because there's some big names on the checklist that have worn a Rags sweater, including 99. The first Centennial set that includes a Wayne Gretzky card.
On card auto.
Uh-huh. So, yeah, but there's 26 unique Gretzky cards in the set,
Wow.
which is again pretty cool. We're going to review the highlights on the checklist today. We won't cover everything, but you can always see the entire checklist, of course, at hockeychecklist.com. We will start like we always do with the base set. So the base set is broken up into 6 different components. You just have like the regular base, which has 100 total cards. There's 2 parallels, true to the blue, not numbered, but has a total print run of 1926, which 1926 is the year the Rangers were founded. And then you have Cup Celebration, that's the other parallel. This is numbered out of 94. 1994 is the last time the Rangers won the Stanley Cup. So I guess it makes sense there. These 2 parallels are in all the other base variations. So all 6 total base variations.
94. Sorry, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Messier, right? Obviously, when he called it, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a long. Oh man, guys, we're old. That's God.
Yeah, 32 years, dude.
Yeah, that does not feel 32 years ago, dude. I remember being in the hallway talking with my buddy Mark Saunders. Oh my God, where has time gone?
Mark Saunders. What a guy.
He's a great guy.
Marky. We call Marky.
No, Mark is fine.
Then there's a base retired numbers. There's 11 total cards. How many names can you guess of the 11 Rangers players who have had their number retired?
Oh, Josh.
Well, I
I
can't.
love doing these.
Okay, Bathgate, Andy Bathgate, Rod Gilbert.
Yep.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Richter,
Yep. You got 3 of the 11.
Brian Leach,
4,
Adam Graves,
5.
Jean Rattel.
6. Look at you.
As if I got that.
Oh.
Oh my God, this.
There's one really obvious one. He's got nice hair.
Oh, he dresses
hair.
so good.
Well, it's not LaFleur. I mean, he
He's
would
very relevant.
Yeah. Very good dresser.
Media.
Oh, Henrik Lundqvist. Oh my God,
Okay.
Phil. Jesus. Yeah. Anyway, and
Then it gets
okay.
a little harder from here, but
Yeah,
keep
I don't
going.
think I get anything else. No,
So
no.
Vic, Vic Hadfield, Harry Howell, and Ed Giacomin.
I should have got that. Yeah.
You did good. You did really good though. That was tough. Good job. Impressed by that.
You did awesome. I'd have been done after the goalies and Messier and Leach, probably.
I forgot Henrik Lundqvist, dude. How good is that? That's not that good.
I was a little surprised that you wouldn't include Gretzky, but his numbers retired league wide, so maybe that's like yeah.
I didn't even think about it. Or Messier, I guess. I didn't even mention Messier.
Then there's base Hall of Famers. There's 35 players on the checklist. I won't ask you to guess all 35 Rangers Hall of Famers, but again, you have the same True to the Blue and Cup Celebration parallels. Then there's base award winners, 25 players on the checklist, same parallels. Captains, 14 players on the checklist, and then team record holders, 15 players on the checklist. In inserts, there's 4 different insert sets in the Rangers hobby release. You have 34th Street, which has 40 players on the checklist. Base are 1 and 3 packs. Now, the parallels for the inserts are blue out of 49 and red out of 10. All 4 insert sets have the same parallels again. Then you have Broadway Bruisers, base
That's awesome.
1 and 7 packs, 15 players on the checklist. Hey. We're looking at
What? Oh, the card.
1 and 3 odds for this insert. 35 players on the checklist. Blue out of 49, red out of 10 parallels. And hey is part of the Rangers goal scoring song. I think the whole crowd chimes in. Would you guys love to see? I would love to see a game at Madison Square Garden.
Yes, of course. Those are my big bucket lists. Go to NHL games and MLB games with my son across the Americas.
Mm-hmm. Last insert set is Line 'em Up, which features famous Rangers line combinations, 10 total cards, horizontal. You have the same blue and red parallels there.
You know, I think this is a tip the hat to the way old cards used to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like these.
I like it.
Me too. Big fan.
On to autographs. There's 11 different auto sets that you can, again, go into detail on hockeychecklist.com. We'll go through 4 of them today. So there's the blue autos. There's 68 total players on the checklist. Overall odds are 1 in 16 packs. Includes short print and super short print. The SSPs are Marcel Dion. So here's a Dion set, Phil, for you. Remember, he played for the Rangers. Brian Leach, Mark Messier, Glenn Anderson, Rangers legend.
Your buddy. Yeah.
Gretzky and Eric Lindros. So here's one of the Gretzky autos.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Somebody brought this up the other day, and I really didn't have a good answer for it. Imagine that. But short prints and super short prints, how many of them are there? Is there a number?
They're ambiguous on purpose.
Well,
Yeah.
that was my answer.
So what Upper Deck used to do is, remember, like on checklist, they used to do group odds. So they would do like group A, group B, group C, and D. Now they just do overall odds and short print or super short print on the, to plug our own site. But on the checklist site, we list all the short prints and super short prints. So you can see which
It's
players
not a plug if it's, well, this is our show and that's our website. It's not a plug.
Yeah, sorry.
Go to our website. Use it, please.
Then there's 34th Street Auto. There's 37 cards on the checklist. Overall odds are 1 in 80 packs and does include short print again and super short print. The SSPs are Henrik Lundqvist and Mark Messier. Then there's
Brad Park needs some shoulder pads, bro.
Yeah, a little bit. There's Broadway Blue signatures and signature inscriptions. There's a lot of variations of these Broadway Blue autos. Some have multiple player signatures. My favorite, though, is always the inscribed version. All are numbered out of 35. So there's 63 cards that have inscriptions. And again, on the checklist site, we put for every card what the inscription is, too, which I think is a little extra thing we do too, as opposed to most checklist sites. A lot of big players that have these inscriptions. No Gretzky, though, unfortunately. But my favorite of the inscriptions is Darius Kasparaitis, who inscribed it Casper the Unfriendly Ghost.
Oh, awesome. I mean, the hip check king.
Yeah. Then the last auto set we'll highlight is Broadway Bruisers. Love auto sets for the heavy hitters. 12 cards on the checklist. Overall odds 1 in 80. Does include super short print. One player there, Mark Messier.
Louis, can you check? Is Rempe having, like, what's up with him? Is he a regular on the Rangers or?
Rempe?
I always wished nothing but the best. Good looking kid, big, strong, great for the league. I thought he was.
It's like the league just doesn't seem to value that type of player. I just pulled it up. He's played 26 games this year, 1 goal, -4.
That's too bad. He's got an electric personality. It's too bad they couldn't have done more with that,
And it's been, I don't know if he's hurt, but maybe he's been a healthy scratch a lot because doesn't have any AHL time this year either.
Oh, maybe I bet you maybe that's injury or something for sure.
Maybe.
I mean, yeah, obviously it's got to be. You're ready.
Then there's the memorabilia, and on our checklist site, we broke down memorabilia into 14 sets and variations. Again, hockeychecklist.com. I'll just highlight, I think, 3 of them. But so there's seat relics and seat relics plus auto. It seems like in all these Centennial sets where you're having seat relic cards, the cards with just the memorabilia are out of 5. Then there's 13 that do include a seat relic and auto. These are all out of 3. And the biggest names are Brad Park, Brian Leach, Mark Messier, Marcel Dion, Rick Nash, and then Wayne Gretzky. So here's a
Rick
card.
Nash. Yeah, I forgot. I completely forgot about him. He was great, man.
Blue shirt materials. So there's single player, duals, triples, and quads. On the dual side, though, and they have both like jersey swatch and then premium with patches or glove or whatever, or pad in the case of a goalie. On the duals, the premium are out of 5, and we have a goalie one with Richter and Lundqvist pictured. There is a Gretzky and Messier, though. That would be a big card, huh?
I saw Gretz. I've been watching ESPN more lately. Messier is not very good, eh? Like it's Mark Messier, so who cares? We can live with it. But like PK Subban is walking circles around Messier on that panel. Maybe I just
he's a little wooden. Maybe is that a good way to?
Wooden, yeah. Like
hard.
It's kind of cute. It's in a funny, adorable old man kind of way. Like he's like nervous. I'm like, dude, you're Mark Messier. You can do whatever you want. Like, no.
Okay, the last one is probably going to be the card of the set. These are Ticket to Greatness and then Ticket to Greatness Auto.
So hot.
There's 5 different Wayne Gretzky cards in each. It's the only player on the checklist. With just the ticket, it's out of 5. Ticket plus auto is out of 3. I would think this will be a huge card.
Yeah, that's why people are going to buy the boxes.
Maybe make this more of a regular too in sets on whatever set you're gonna pick. Ticket.
Yeah, I like tickets.
So
Good
cool.
call, Louis. That is an untapped part of because yeah, man, tickets would be
Everything's
great.
digital now, you know.
Well, if
Yeah,
you think
I
about
love that.
Gretzky, getting a bunch of tickets to put in cards has got to be a lot cheaper than a game used
Yes.
jersey at this point, I would think.
And it packs a punch, man. When you pull a card, I've never pulled a card with a ticket in, but tickets are great. Tickets are fantastic. You know what? Maybe I'll start a PC.
This is a great design too. Upper Deck did a good
Very
job
nice.
here, where the ticket is very prominent. It's got a great pieces of the ticket in there. The auto's got its own place, and then a nice picture of
Yeah.
winner.
ticket
And-
of greatness. Oh, it looks so good. Yeah.
It gives like we've always talked about, like with the jerseys in cards, give us a date of when it was used or whatever. I mean, boom,
Yeah.
right there on the front. This is game dated moment. No pun intended. You know what I mean? But it's right there. Yeah, this is when that was. It's awesome.
It's in a big thing too. It's very subtle, extremely subtle, but it makes all the difference of the card. Look behind Wayne. They frosted out a lot of the stands, and they added that element of
Somebody's mom is
no.
behind him.
I kind of
well,
glad they did.
that haze gives nostalgia vibes, right? So it's like commemorative ticket, greatness. It just adds to that dream-like feeling the card gives you. For me, anyway.
Mhm.
I have no complaints on this card. I think it's amazing. There's one tiny missed opportunity that would make it from like an A to an A. It's even an A plus. Like do an A plus plus. I would get rid of a little bit of like the words on top. You see the bottom of the ticket. If they were able to make that window a little bit bigger and show the price and tax and total, that would be
I was thinking
awesome.
the same thing. I was like,
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay, here's what to expect in the New York Rangers Centennial Hobby set. So configuration, you have 15 packs per tin, 9 cards per pack, and then there's 16 tins in a case. An average tin break, you get 2 auto cards. That's the other thing. These Centennial Hobby sets, I mean, they're loaded with autos. 13 numbered and or short printed cards. 15 34th Street Broadway Bruisers. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. And or line them up, insert cards, and 30 award winners, captains, Hall of Famers, retired numbers, and or record holder subset base cards. I checked in with Grant, and it looks like at Total Sports, it'll be about 195 Canadian. Again, get your orders in at totalsportcards.com. Pre-sales in the U.S. are looking about 140 range. So again, overall thoughts on the New York Rangers Centennial Hobby release. You guys like it?
Yep. Can't wait to buy it and rip it open. That's something I will pay. $199, very reasonable price. Yeah.
One other quick thing is did get word from Upper Deck on the upcoming release calendar. And there's some room to breathe. You know, we're getting so used to having every week a new big release. So again, on Wednesday, we have, which is March 18th, the New York Rangers Centennial Hobby. Then it's a 3-week break until, and the next release is on April 8th. Flare.
What's Dave going to do? Dave's going to have to like read a book or something.
I know. He's
Yeah,
going to
right.
get the shakes.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like-
I don't know. Did Rebecca?
So, and then it's another 3 weeks or 2 weeks until we have 25-26 Metal Universe Hockey. So this was pushed back. I think Metal was originally slated for the very first, maybe April 1st, but that was pushed a little bit.
well, it's something we can all grab some of that at the old expo.
I'm pretty pumped for Flare.
Yeah, me too, man. Flare is awesome. Can't wait. I hope. I'm very confident that'll be a fun rip.
Okay, Philip, you ready with the mailbag? Got some good questions this week.
I have to get the notes. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Okay. Louis, if you want to put the first one up, I can try and multitask. Thank you. Okay. Hello, Gongers. Base card Tom C. What is your hobby strategy if your favorite player from your favorite player is traded? Oh, he meant
I
team.
think favorite player from your favorite team is traded.
Correct. Would Phil offload his Brady personal collection if he demanded out of Ottawa? Josh and Louis, you can go ahead, and I will go last as I'm doing something else.
For me, it just depends on the team. Like, let's just take where I'm at. If Heischer went somewhere else, or anybody, if Heischer went somewhere else, depend where he went. If I really like the team or not. Like for Madonna, leaving the Stars since they moved to that D city, I'm actually kind of revamping my collection and getting rid of a lot of the Dallas stuff and just keeping the North Star stuff. So
I get very picky about players I collect in teams, and I'll give you guys 2 examples. The Jaromir Jagr and Pavel Bure. I'm not like Jagr, I'm not super into the Devils or Louis, or the Panthers, or it's pretty much I like Jagr on Pittsburgh. That's what gets me most excited about his cards. And then Bure, I strongly prefer the Nucks. And then I can live with the Panthers on Bure a little bit too, but you get into like the Rangers even or stuff like that. I just don't have as much interest in those. Okay, we're gonna go to you, Phil, and I wanted to bring this up. And is it because I'm sure you're gonna talk about Brady?
I got the notes up. I'm good. I'm good.
No. But I wanted to talk to you about this.
Oh,
I've noticed I don't go a lot on Facebook. Like I don't personally use it, but I use it to promote stuff on shows. For whatever reason on my Facebook feed, there's been probably a half a dozen now in the past week posts with obvious fake Matthew Tkachuk quotes or Brady Tkachuk quotes.
Yeah.
That are so ridiculous that say, I think Canada's a big pile of garbage and the people are all stupid and I can't wait to get the hell out of here. And it's like quoted as so it's like, who is doing this? Like somebody really has a
people from Ottawa.
but like is really trying to promote this sort of false narrative about Brady T. It's wild. Like every day I keep these crazy fake quotes.
Well, the reporter, like her or not, Claire Hanna, a TSN reporter in Ottawa. She was remember when you called me, you're like, oh my God, they're going after Brady hard. And I went and watched, and that it's a lot of Claire Hanna was the one who, not to single her out, but she's the one who particularly kind of went at him pretty hard. The very next day, she made a tweet where someone bought her flowers and said, thank you for asking the real questions. And she posted that. When it goes that direction, when it goes away from like the accomplishments of the athletes to the uplifting of virtuous, I don't know, whatever that is, whatever the heck that is, that's when trouble is going to be had. I'll give you another little quick story. I was talking to a friend on the phone last week, and exactly what you're talking about. I said, what's wrong, man? He goes, I can't watch the Sens right now because of Brady. I was like, why? Because he's all that, the laughing and my buddy who listens to the show, and I'm not going to say his name, he's questioning if some of the things were said. He's like, I don't know. Like, obviously Brady's like proud to be American, but I mean, half the things could be true. Half of them are not. I'm like, whoa. They're not true. What are you talking about? It puts doubt in people's, that's why they're relentless, right? If you say, what is that? Like if you say a lie 100 times, is it a lie? Maybe, I don't know. Could be the truth. There's a relentless push. I wouldn't say to get him out. I just we don't need that kind of riffraff around here. Like, what riffraff? What are you talking about?
But these quotes are or these fake posts with fake
outrageous.
Quotes are so
outrageous.
absurd that no player would ever be dumb enough to, even if they thought that. Like, let's just say that he thought some of those things, which I do not believe he does. It's crazy to think that he would even say something like that publicly.
Well, I'll answer the question. So if my favorite player was traded from my favorite team, would I offload Brady Tkachuk, which is my favorite player on my favorite team? No, I would not. I love Brady, and I love the style of which he plays in. I like that he comes from a pedigree family. My allegiance is always to my Ottawa Senators, but I will follow Brady and support him wherever he ends up, and I wouldn't blame him at all if he wanted to leave. I also would think it would be great if he stayed. But this isn't like, oh, he's weak, he's not resilient. It gets to a point where it's like, you know what? I'll give you what you want. See ya. Like, if I'm such a bad monster, and he's not, he's an amazing ambassador for the sport. and for my city. I hope he retires here. I want nothing more than Brady is amazing in the community. I love making fun of how unattractive he is. He's like a big ogre, but he's great. He's a big kid. He's hard-nosed player. And you know, just some people they're coming at you with a smile, and I think they got it out for him.
Okay,
you know?
I just, while you're talking, Phil, I opened Facebook.
Oh God.
Third post down, a quote from quote unquote quote from Brady Tkachuk.
Yeah, they're relentless, man. They're
Respect
hyenas.
me or risk losing my talent forever. And then it says Brady Tkachuk threatens to leave Canada for good. It's like
Is it gloves off or is it hockey feed?
It's all
it's hockey addicts is what it's
Oh,
called.
okay. Well, there's another one now.
it's no, Louis. There's 100. It's these things prey on people's emotions when they're on the can taking a dump, you know, like it's or they're in their truck, or I don't know. There's way too many people on their phone just idling in parking lots. I don't know what you guys are doing, but it works. I mean, they're relentless hyenas, man. You know, weakness in numbers will always beat strength in small numbers. For some reason, it's sad. Anyways, okay.
Yeah,
next
okay.
question. Thank you. Now I'm depressed. Okay. Vintage Dear hockey journalists and
Prognosticators. That's a big word.
I want to try again. Dear hockey journalist and prognosticate. Oh, I can't say it. I want to sell some recently graded Celebrini cards. The Sharks have a decent but not guaranteed chance to make the playoffs, and I'd love to sell when Celebrini's playing in the postseason. But if they don't make the playoffs, his season is over. When should I sell? You know, you're asking the Gong Show, right? But anyways, okay. When should I sell? I'm thinking I'll reassess the standings after 70 or so games have been played.
I'm sorry. What?
Go ahead, Louis.
Sell them.
Yeah. If you ask for my advice, I would do the opposite. So I say keep them. Josh?
What?
Listen, nobody knows perfect timing. As many things that are good that could happen in the future, there's a yin and the yang to universe. There's also bad things that can happen. If it's me and I'm up on my cards, I'm selling now. I think that when you have the mindset, I'm going to try to sell at the optimal time, the best possible time, that normally you wait too long in those situations. But that's just me. Here, to Phil's point earlier, this is the Gong Show. We're done.
Next question. Or same guy, different question. Hey, Mark. You sometimes joke. Oh, God, dude. Okay. You sometimes joke about this, but how does COMC get away with their ridiculous shipping costs and turnaround times? This might be a gripe more than a question, but on December 11th, I paid $19.99 for the special service of having my cards shipped 3 months later. Is okay. Today I got an email saying they won't be able to meet that March 18th goal. Well, at least you got an email, man. But they'll give me $5 off. What? He gets a discount? But they'll give me $5 off next time I have something shipped. Well, isn't that nice, Mark? I wonder who you know there. With that discount, I'll essentially pay $14.99 to receive my cards 4 months after I ordered them. What other company in any industry can do this regularly and stay in business? The government, CBSA, which is part of the government, and I'm the problem, Mark. I'm the problem. I bitch and complain, yet somehow I keep giving them my money. And I'm not being cheeky. I'm the problem.
Cheeky.
Yeah. Louis, what do you think?
I don't.
Okay, Josh.
That was another Baba Louie Hobby hot take.
Can I get your discount?
I might like Louis with no sleep more than Louis with sleep. You're kind of funny when you.
What's the no sleep thing? Is it because you're plowing overnight?
I went to work at midnight, got home at noon. Well, I should have been home at noon, but something was broken on the truck, so I wasn't going to leave my plow partner with it broken, so I fixed it. Got home at 1:30, 8, went to bed at 2, got up at 5. Here we go. Woo! Get to go back at midnight. Couple hours. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have I ever told you, Phil, about how consumers vote with their wallet?
Oh, boy. Next question. Okay, Justin, 27. Hi, gents. Phil, how much did you savor the Wilson hit on Larkin in the gold medal game? I shall answer. 2 points, Justin. I loved every inch of that massive hit. Oh, baby, did I love it. But saying that, I also have to reluctantly say something else. I was incredibly impressed with how fast Larkin popped up and joined the play again. And I really hate saying that, man. He is an incredible hockey player, and I can't stand him. Yeah,
so cute.
so I loved every second of it. Big Tom Wilson fan. In a different lifetime, I'd be his biggest PC guy. All
Yeah,
right, next
moving
question.
right along.
Next question, Instagram. Max Collectibles Cards Plus. Hey, boys. Lots of respect for Phil. Oh, this is nice. Let's read this nice and slow. Hey, boys. Lots of respect to Phil for bringing up the topic of Fanimation not being so good to Billy when you had him on. My question to you would be, do you think that Upper Deck will ever ask their customers for input on what... Louis, I can't read that.
What?
On what design to use their future podcasts. Keep up the great work, guys. Keep up the great work, guys and ladies. No, when you type, it said producer Louis, and it's in my line. I can't read it. Yeah. So I'm not reading it off the screen. I'm trying to do the notes. Okay, Max, I really appreciate that, man. I just really want to clarify something, though. My initial point to Billy was that just because a card is rare, okay, doesn't mean people should hunt for it. If it's a design that's not highly sought after, which is subjective, I understand that. So when Billy looked confused as to why people aren't really going after this year's Fanimation, I've been told I can be abrasive. I'm prickly around the bushes, especially my delivery. But when it's an opinion I'm passionate about, my eyes get bigger, and I kind of lean in, and my voice gets firm. Yeah, but I was just passionate about it. I wasn't trying to like represent the hobby and stick up for the man. I mean, that's great that I came across that way, but I was just talking to my friend Billy, and I kind of forgot the camera was rolling. But I think Billy and or Upper Deck do listen to us. But at the end of the day, they're a professional business with a heck of a lot more resources and education than we have. So I think they're going to be okay. I think it's great how they give Billy a lot of free will to make these hilarious designs. And I hope he never stops. Sometime with big risk like that, swing and a miss, man. Swing and a miss. And sometimes you miss, sometimes you hit. So in my opinion, I think they just missed on that one this year. Anything you want to add there, boys?
What I'll add to that is, personally, and again, to your point, we have to understand that any sort of opinion on design is inherently subjective. Now, there can be group consensus, and I don't love this year's Fanimation. I do think, though, that there is a conundrum around the Fanimation design, in that you either have to keep like the 2018 design that everyone loves or something like that. Like you keep that design forever and ever, and you make it like a living set where you never repeat the players, or you have to freshen it up a little bit. Like we don't want 7 Connor McDavid Fanimations that all kind of look the same either. And so at this point you're probably trying stuff, and things sometimes aren't going to work. And that's my favorite thing about Billy, so as much as there's certain cards I personally don't prefer, he's also the guy that did the Outburst Young Guns parallels too.
He has a massive he's a what do they say when you're out of university? He has tenure. He can do whatever he wants now. He gave us the Outburst. And another thing I don't think Billy gets a lot of credit for, the reconfiguration on Flagship. That needed to be done 10 years ago. That was amazing what he did. Big shout out for Billy there too. And we give him a lot of poop too, right? So it's that's why it's honest. That's why I think we have a good beat here. Okay.
The only unfortunate thing about Fanimation, sorry, Lou, get your point. Just one more quick thing is that how you're locked into the design for 2 years. So when there is a miss, then it lingers, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I did give Phil flowers and said thanks for asking the real questions.
Jesus. All right. I like plants. I'm not a big flowers guy. I like plants. So give me a nice bouquet of hydrangeas and we'll be good. Okay. Knox Cards. Why do box prices go up over time? Bigger cards are pulled, so shouldn't they go down? Well, Josh, you can answer this.
Sure.
I think it has more to do with the overall hype and current production of whatever rookie class is in that set, and that it's almost based more on like the base Young Guns. Like if you're talking like Flagship versus if the 101, I think his point is like, let's say like now that the Demidov 1 of 1 is pulled from 25-26 Series 1, shouldn't the prices go down?
Is that the answer? That's a good answer.
I don't know.
I hope that was good, Knox. Josh is the smarter one. So, Facebook, Kaylin Anderson. I tried figuring it out, but couldn't cross the finish line. How many autos do the top rookies each year end up signing? I was guessing just over 10,000 in just licensed Upper Deck products. Yeah, I don't know. Just throw out a number there. 10,000 times, I guess.
Yep.
I feel kind of like an asshole for always yelling at the kids not signing well, but hey, man, Gretzky did it. I don't know. All right. Sorry, Kaylin. We're not very good on that one. Discord, Panther J. Rawr. Hey, boys. I was just watching Grant break this Wednesday night. He had a mixer with Reloaded and his GP buybacks. How does Reloaded stack up to Grant's repacks or GP's repacks in terms of price, value, and selection? Obviously, ours are better.
Duh.
Obviously, first I noticed he has more cards per box, 2 or 3, and more ink. Reloaded had more obscure cards and more memorabilia. Does Grant sell his, or are they just used for breaks? That could also be used, or that could also be a plus for the Reloaded brand. I've never noticed. I never paid attention to other repackers because I don't like them. So when Josh presented to the group that we should do repacks, I got very excited because I knew we'd want to do them the way we'd like to buy them. So I'm very biased. I love Grant like a little brother. I'm sure he has a great product, but I'm sorry, Reloaded's the top dog. Yeah. Louis, anything?
Yes.
Okay. Josh?
Maybe to a fault. Like, I'm not saying this is a good thing, but I tend to be much more just hyper focused on what we're doing and not so much like I feel like we believe so much in the values that we've set out for Reloaded that if our only goal is in release number 4 that we're working on right now is to make it our best yet, then I think we'll be successful. And I kind of have blinders to what everyone else is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Josh, I can attest to that. Like Louis and I consume other media. Josh is very not like if something happened in the hobby, Josh has to go look for it. It's not crossing his field, you know. Linear thinker, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, next question. Headphone activist. Hey guys, what's up, headphones? I was at my local card shop recently, or local coin shop. I was at my LCS recently, and we were talking about cards that seem to be quietly drying up in regards to them becoming more scarce. Fewer listings online. You rarely see them at shows anymore, etc., etc. For example, 1990s short prints, or SP, that are staying in people's collections instead of being bought up just to be resold. I think he meant short prints, not SP.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
If you each had to pick one card that you either own or have been chasing that feels like it's becoming increasingly scarce, what would it be? Thanks for the great content. Thank you, headphone. Thank you for the great question. Great question. Josh.
Well, if I had to pick one card that I own that I think is becoming more scarce, that maybe you'll agree with Phil, I would go with the 2014 O-Pee-Chee Platinum Sidney Crosby Seismic Gold.
I would agree with Josh Madigan. That is a card that I cannot seem to grab my grubby little paws on for some reason. Yes, I know there's one on every time this comes up. There's one on Facebook. Yes, I know there's one on Facebook. It's off-centered. He won't take 2,000, and my offer is gone. I will not even pay 2,000 for that.
Do you know how good it's gonna feel when you finally land that card though? Like that'll be like your best day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Even if it's a 10 at this point, I'll buy it and crack it just to make everyone go. Okay, next question. Vegas. Oh boy. Slip this one in, eh? EPAC COMC just raised their oh, he knows which there to use though. I'm impressed. Just raised their per card fee from 25 cents to 50 cents. This has to mean the customer service will be stellar and we'll get our cards in a timely manner now, right? Yeah, you'd think so. That's my answer. You guys have anything to add to that? I feel like we kicked the crap out of this topic.
I'm good.
All right, next question. ResDog CC. Oof. My brother-in-law recently inherited a large vintage hockey card collection that belonged to his father. That's fun. The collection includes complete sets from 1970-71 O-Pee-Chee through 1990-91. That's awesome, man. Upper Deck stored in binders along with a lot of top additional singles from the same era. Oh, I wish we were neighbors, brother. I've seen the cards and they are typical vintage, not in the greatest shape, but still nice. The Gretzky, the Dryden, the Lafleur, the Bossy, the Lemieux, and other key rookies look good to me, but I am not a grader. He started to think about selling the collection, but isn't very familiar with the hobby side of things. So I told him I'd ask the group for some advice. For a collection like this, what do you think the best approach to selling is? Sell the complete sets how they are, pull out the set and grade the key rookies first, break the sets down, etc., etc. Any tips or experiences with selling larger vintage collections would greatly be appreciated. Josh, you can take the reins on this one.
These situations always come down to two strategies. There's, if you're looking for easy, you just want to be done with it, then you sell it as a whole, and you're going to probably have to take a little bit less money. If you're willing and want to put in the time effort to piece it out and maybe grade some of the key cards, you'll make more money. It's what's the value of your time? That's what it comes down to.
Well said. Value of your time. I feel as I get older, my time is worth more. Is that called wisdom?
Yeah.
Like I mutter under my breath. I'm going to say it. Don't get upset. Like, I don't got time for this shit. Like I say, I mutter that under my breath a little too much, maybe. Okay. Next question. Discord. Steel ad. With all the talk about players' autographs recently, is there anything Upper Deck or even the NHLPA do to improve this? I think it's a generational thing, and all our logic that we can muster up here will make no sense to the next generation. I'm throwing it in, man. I'm done. I think I'm done. I really like Matthew Schaefer, and I'm not interested in collecting any of his autograph cards. None. And I'm actually excited about that because that frees up a lot more money for like a red Outburst,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I have a question for you guys about this.
Mm-hmm.
Do we think that there's a chance that 5 years, 10 years from now, that autos in general will be valued less?
Yes.
In both monetary value and just desirability in the hobby because they're just so poopy.
They're not definable. That's the only I forget grace, forget appeasement to the eye. They're not indistinguishable from each other.
Well, no, when we start talking about, I don't remember what you call him, Josh, with Celebrini, but the whole flock of seagulls thing or whatever with his auto.
It's 4 loops to 6 loops and then a seagull.
Yes. When you start talking about autos like that, it's kind of like, not fun.
Josh, do you have an opinion on the matter?
You guys said it.
Okay, Next question. I hope that helps, Steele.
Flock of seagulls.
Listen, for the record, I don't like the way that's going. I don't like, I feel sometimes people want us to get upset. I'm not going to get upset at that. Am I upset? Yes. I feel autographs are a rite of passage. Maybe I'm a bit of a old school, like real men know how to sign their names, like maybe it's that. I have no idea. I have no clue. It sucks. It really, really sucks how that's not going to be popular moving forward.
But okay.
That's okay.
If we were all 20 years old right now,
yeah,
what are the odds that our autos would be any good? It'd be
my signature isn't even that. My signature now is just, I wish it was better, but I do my most consistent all the time, and it's my signature. And
when you guys were in school, would you sign your name, like your autograph and your number?
You didn't as a kid. I practiced. My mom got mad at me because she bought a new China hutch once, and I was like practicing my name with the pencil. She's screaming at me, kicking.
What was your numbers growing up?
I was a late bloomer, dude. I didn't. Wait, what are we talking about?
No, like I always signed my name and number 35 because that was my basketball number.
14 was my hockey number. Yeah.
22.
What was yours, Josh?
35.
35. Okay. All right. Enough chit chat. More questions. Next question. Rangers Avs 22. Logistics aside, if given the opportunity to be emperor of Upper Deck,
I like that title.
What would your ideal product lineup and release calendar look like? I'll go first. I wouldn't do any of that. I'm just going to take advantage of you asking this questions to say I would lock flagship prices down for every 5 years. If there's one thing I could give back to the hobby, it would be to lock. Even if you lose money, who gives a shit? Sorry, that's 2 S's. Sorry. I would lock that down. Flagship is holy ground. You nobody makes money. Nobody makes money. Everybody breaks even. You get that out to the public. And I don't have. I don't
just
have
had in my head like
Uh-oh.
a press release of Jason Mashra retiring, and them announcing that Phil Marsh will be joining to lead Upper Deck, but he won't be the president. He'll be the emperor.
Josh, I have like 6 videos on the go, and like 6. Like, I mean, it's a bad thing. I'm all like 20-30% on all of them. One of the videos has Jason in the video. I'm kind of like nervous to use it, but it has him in a dream scenario similar to what you just said. I might get a cease and desist on that one, but it's totally worth it. Yeah.
Billy comes to work, and you're like, "Kiss the ring."
Oh God!
I just have all these girls flowering me with like cup tins,
Feeding you
coffee
meatballs.
coffee mates and meatballs. Yeah, it's great. And simple man.
First change
Okay,
you make
back
is
to the
you'd allow pork chop pants at work.
Stop! I should have never. I'm going to throw them out. I don't even like pork chops. I haven't had pork chops in like 20 years. They're like they're
Pork chops
those.
are great.
I don't even know what those came from. Anyway, Louis, do you have an answer to this question?
No.
Okay.
He's kind of lost all desire.
I don't want to. I don't even
He
care
just
what you
wants to
say.
go to bed. What's the over under that Louis says more than 3 words in any sentence for the rest of the show?
Okay. Do you want to answer this? Do you care?
What?
Not you. The other one.
Oh, I do. Yeah, read the question. I like this question. It's a philosophical question.
No. Okay. Cujo. Yeah, I'm going to read this one. You didn't answer the other question.
Oh, here.
did fine.
That one.
No, but I think the guy actually wants you to answer.
Oh.
I think Rangers Avs wants you to answer it. You're the serious one, so.
I actually think they've done a pretty dang good job the past year. The only thing is limiting the releases like a little bit tighter, right? Like I think if they did an average of 2.5 per month, that would be this like 30 releases in a year. That would be the sweet spot for me.
That's still too much for me. That's crazy. But
30?
that checks off what people like. I don't like. Well, I'm going to say ice. We don't know the new config yet, and I'm really excited for it. But that's not a set for me, you know. So I skipped that one. Yo, I'm really, dude. I'm telling you, Credentials is a sleeper. I'm going through all my old Crosbys. I Credentials is so nice, man. They're really onto something there. Speaking of like tickets, you know, we were talking about like tickets and stubs, and it's got a real vibe there. Yeah, they're onto something. I like it. Okay, next question. Cujo Cardboard. Sell a card for 1,000 and watch it become 50 large, or buy a card for 10,000, then it becomes worth 1,000. What?
Well, I fall into
would you
the
rather like what scenario would you rather have?
I hate talk. I don't know. Money gets in the way of my card collecting. That's the best way I can put that. It really gets in the way of my card collecting.
I don't like. Oh, go ahead, Louis.
Sorry, I'm just gonna be realistic. I'd sell the card for 1,000 because that's about where I'd be at buying any card. I wouldn't ever have a $10,000 card and have to worry about it. So,
yeah. I don't love when anyone loses financially in the hobby. So this is a tough one for me. It's like I kind of like would prefer neither, but yeah, it's like, but if I had to pick one, I wouldn't mind if I sold a card for like if I paid $500 for a card and I sold it for 1,000, and 10 years from now is 50,000. I wouldn't like.
Oh, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
No, that's life, man. That's you can't ruminate that. That's crazy. My grandfather. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just going to say it's worth repeating, and we haven't talked to Sylvana in a long time, but if you desire to make money in this hobby, it's moving inventory. The longer sitting inventory is bad. So you just got to, take the $500 wins over and over and over again. That's the people that really make a lot of money. It's not the people that buy a $50 card and sit on it for 20 years hoping it's worth 50,000.
Well, that's crazy. I was going to say my grandfather, when they came to Canada, when my grandparents came to Canada, they couldn't speak English, so they had a lot of gold from Greece. And in the early, they saved it. And my grandfather, within the year, like gold shot up almost $1,000 an ounce, like a big step in the graph, like it's not a. And he lost out on millions and millions of dollars. And if he thought about that the rest of his life, that would be horrible, right? But instead, he built a bit of a restaurant empire here in Ottawa. So he lost a lot of money. He left a lot of money on the table. But if he never sold the gold when he did, he wouldn't have had those restaurants, right? So 20 years of hard work instead of like, getting rich in 1 year kind of thing.
Did your grandparents introduce tzatziki sauce to Canada too then?
No, the Greek, Canada and Greeks really got along. You have a lot of Greeks in America too, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're great peoples. Okay. Next question. Okay, Mama. Forever faithful. Big shout out to all the people who ask questions all the time. Thank you.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Josh, I know you love pricing questions. He does.
I do.
What would you say is the realistic selling price of the Gold Outburst Schaefer Young Guns?
I don't love them because I'm terrible at it. I always pick wrong. But so I'm gonna mix currencies here because I think like an American.
Okay.
If the Demidov sold for $80K Canadian, that's about 60,000 US. For Schaefer, I'd probably say 80 to 100,000. Is that what do you guys think? Is that a good guess, or am I light? So. Or
I don't know. I'm really bad at, dude. I don't know. Like I said, money gets in the way of my card collecting. I don't know how else to say that.
I'm not good at any of this, so I'm always off by thousands.
Yeah,
so.
me too.
I'm always off by thousands. I don't know, man. Just move the decimal point around a little bit.
Okay, a little side question on this, but I'm curious. All of us would love to hit the Matthew Schaefer Young Guns 101. Like nobody would turn that down. How stressed would you be though during that period of selling it? I think would it be a fun experience for you trying to sell that card, or would it be a stressful one? I think I would hope it would be fun, but I'd probably get stressed out.
I would just go to get Grant. Here, how much? Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, you know what, Louis? That's a very good point. I would pay a 5% fee, just hand it off to Grant. And Grant probably wouldn't even take the money. He would just have fun doing it. Well, it's because it's us. But if you're you listening, he might take the money.
12% for you.
Yeah. Okay, can I do the next question now?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Southie Schmike. What obstacles do each of you find yourself facing with your individual hobby goals? Examples being FOMO, fear of missing out. Monetary. I don't get that. New shiny distractions. I really get that. What does he mean monetary?
Like don't have enough money to buy all the cards you want?
Oh, I never have enough money to do anything I want.
Yeah. For the record, too, Southeast Mike, another long time, years been asking questions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Do anyone want to answer this? I'm going to go last.
All the above for me. It's like my kryptonite is I want to hone my collection, but it always
you're doing a terrible job.
I suck at it.
Tell him, Louis.
Yeah.
Louis, you want to answer or no? I'm going to go.
No, go ahead, man. Everybody knows my thing.
Keep your head on a swivel. That's for sure. The goalposts of our hobby change constantly. FOMO gets me. Shiny things get me. And you just got to say no to your desires, Okay.
Well, that was it?
That's it. Yeah. I don't have good advice. I'm just letting you know what I do. Lucas Schiller. What's up, Lucas? Josh. A lot of Josh questions here. How many cards did you actually submit to Slab Sharks recently, and roughly how many were under $10 final bid? Josh, you can field this one.
I've sold 832 cards.
Oh, wow.
Total since last summer. And the average sale amount's been about $39 Canadian.
Is that good?
I
don't know.
But I've had cards sell for kind of a lot, and I've had situations where I've owed a little bit of money because I thought maybe a card was worth $10 and it ended up selling for $2. But to me, it's why I love Slab Sharks is the value of time, right? To sell 832 cards on eBay, I would have to respond to offers. I would have to put 832 cards into cardboard and in an envelope and go to the post office 832 times. No way. I literally just put them in a box and I'm done.
Yeah. Okay.
And the other thing, the last thing I'll say, sorry, is that some people may like that, like find it cathartic or don't mind doing that, and that's fine too. But I find it tedious, and I don't have time for it.
Yeah, I'm not good at it. I'm not good. So I like paying other people. Like, I love my chainsaw. I love forest management. I 100% understand people that do not like that, right? Like, you're in a high stressful situation, a little bugs biting you behind your ear, sweat's cut. Like, it's not for everybody. So if you don't like that, hire a guy like me who likes it, right? So if sitting down and clerical work isn't your jam, spend a few bucks and you'll make more in the end. I almost guarantee it. You'll make more in the end. All right, next question. Anonymous. Ooh.
You're going to have to read that one. I don't have it here.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll read
I probably
it.
forgot it. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so this is from Instagram, Anonymous. How do you send an anonymous, or they asked to be
Somebody
anonymous?
asked to be anonymous.
Oh, okay.
But
So
we
you know
them.
who it is. You know who it is.
And you do too.
Oh, I do. Interesting.
You know the
Okay.
person. You don't know maybe who asked it.
I don't want to. I respect privacy. All right. Just tell me later. Okay. Hi, guys. All right. Hi, guys. My wife and I are expecting a son this year, and we are debating between two names, so I would like your unbiased personal opinions. One of us wants to name our son after a grading company, and the other one wants to name him after a beloved Montreal Canadian goaltender. So my question to you is, if you had those two options to name a son after, which one you would pick? Oh, I read that really bad. Sorry. So my question to you is, if you had those two options to name a son after, comma, which one would you pick? And also, comma, which grading company or Montreal Canadian goaltender would you name them after? Okay, well, I know this person's French who wrote this.
Nope.
I'll go first. Red Light Rasico, all the way. That would be my name, and I'll give an honorable mention of what not to name your child. Tugnut. Come here, Tugger. Yeah, Ron Tugnut. Great goalie, great guy, but yeah, you don't. I mean, Cole's mom wanted to name him Declan, and listen. Apologies if anyone's named Declan out there, but my son going through public school is not going to have that name.
Unless he's Irish.
Well, Irish or whatever. You can be tough as nails, dude, but Dickland, yeah, that's following you everywhere.
Oh, never heard that one. All right.
Yeah, exactly. Right. It's such a lazy one, but it's no. Cole's great. Boys, any suggestions here?
I don't do names.
Okay.
Well, I think
Congratulations, by the way. That should have I should have said that first and foremost. Congratulations.
yes. Congrats on the new baby. PSA is a very unique name for a kid, so I'm not sure how I
Tag.
feel
It's
about.
probably Tag, right? What's up, Tag?
No, it's probably, if I had to guess, it's Beckett or Patrick.
Oh, yeah, that would make more sense. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know. It's not a daughter.
Oh, you could be like us USAs and name your kid
Daughter's name is
Espen.
Tag. What?
Espen. Hey,
Yeah, Espen.
what's up, Espen?
There's so many people like hockey dad bros that name kids Easton and Bauer here.
Oh my
Lot
god.
of
No,
Bauers
they
and-
do not.
Tons.
I get it.
There's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with Easton.
No, it's a Bauer for a girl would be a great name. Yeah. Big shout out to no, can't do that. She might be listening. Probably.
Yeah.
Instagram, drop the puck cards. Oh no, wait, there's
Oh,
a question
right
here. Yeah. Instagram, curated signatures collector.
Oh, here.
There you go. What are your thoughts on the M1 NTG1s? I love the concept, but had a bit of a sticker shock. I have no idea what this means.
I'll go look
Look
them
it
once.
up. They're cool as hell, but it's a holder for your card that's $1,000 US.
With the card?
Oh no.
No, it's like a slab mag type thing, but it's a grand.
I don't know how to. I'll look it up after.
And here's the wild thing: it's
Oh, I
sold
can do it on
out.
my phone.
It's sold out.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? No, okay, that's not okay. So I'll look. You want me to look this up after M1T and
M1NT, like mint G1s or
oh,
whatever.
mint G1s. Okay, like my Optimus Prime sealed in a box. G1.
It sounds like they have like some like anti-theft stuff. I mean, for $1,000, here's the thing: the way my mind works, it's like I think of that $1,000 for a holder. Well, $1,000 buys a really nice card for my PC, so I'll stick it in a top loader and just roll with another $1,000 card.
Next question. Instagram. Drop the puck cards. Nice and quick.
Boy.
Short question. Good man. Thank you.
Be nice. to
Good
suck.
day, hockey card journalists. Oh, at least you started it well. Hello. I have a question about trading parallels of the same player. This is Josh written all over it. Here's my example. Just say I'm making a deal with Neil for a Sean Couturier. Well, this is obviously happening. I'm making a deal with Neil for a Sean Couturier. Hypothetically, a 12-13 Panini Prism. Let's say, hypothetically, Neil has 2 of the red parallels out of 50, and I have 2 of the blue parallels out of 25 to make sure we're doing a fair deal. We look up comps. Who is we drop the puck to? Is that Seth?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. We look up. Yeah, you're so discreet, Seth. We look up comps and we see that one red is sold recently for $37.50 beaver bucks sold by Slab Sharks, and there has been 2 sales of the blue parallel, $18 buy it now, and 20. Seth, I swear to God, I'm gonna take your phone away. And $23.50 auctioned. Also, both sales are in beaver bucks. Also, the sale of the last blue parallel and the last red parallel sold within a few weeks of each other. The blue parallel selling after the red parallel common sense. Jesus, man. The blue parallel selling after the red parallel.
Wait, what
you would
parallel?
think common sense would tell you that. I feel like I should punish him and not read the rest of it. Josh, go ahead and answer because you know what he's trying to say. Seth, my God, what was that?
You need to start over.
No, I'm not reading that.
About
That was,
the things.
that was a grammatical rape.
I think it's like are 2 reds out of 50 better than no blues out of 25. I'd go blue.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the right answer, but that's the one. Maybe we should do a show where we're like it's like People's Court, but we're the trade judges and we decide what.
I'll do that. I base it on fair. Yeah, fair money. You can check the money. I'll just tell me the scenario. I'll think and I'll give judgment.
You will. Okay.
It's a red pill, blue pill thing.
I don't get the red pill, blue pill thing. I always thought when my buddies say it a lot, they're like, "Oh, blue pilled," and I just don't pay. What is that? Is that a Matrix thing?
Well, it is the Matrix, but it's the
Isn't it government parties?
No. It's the Disney princess. One pill makes you larger, one pill makes you small. What's the Jefferson Airplane song based
Somebody
on?
needs to give me the other goddamn pill.
Alice in Wonderland
Alice
is not
in Wonderland.
Disney. It's not a Disney princess, dude.
Oh.
I guess they did. Okay.
Yeah, but that's the whole concept, right? Of Alice in Wonderland.
Mm.
Oh, it's that? Oh, okay. I never really paid attention to that part of our pop culture. Okay, next question. Ed Lister. Oh, I like this. Out of all the teams in a playoff position, who would you like to see in the Stanley Cup Finals? I would like to see a Sabres-Ducks final with the Sabres winning. I will answer first.
Gary Bettman just had a stroke after listening to that.
Well, confirmed. Ed Lister likes to get tanked writing questions. So Ed wrote this on his 14th beer. Yeah, I don't know. Ed, I love you. I'd rather not see that. And but you know what? That'd be crazy for Buffalo. Maybe I would like to see that.
For diehard fans, it would be. But for TV ratings, I think it would be probably the worst Stanley Cup final in history.
Okay, for sure.
I would miss my first Stanley Cup Finals ever.
I'd like to see the Oilers win. I'd like to see McDavid bring a Stanley Cup back to Canada. I'd like to see me sell all my cards, and I'd like to buy more Connor Bedard, Matthew Schaefer cards. I think we're good there. All right, Mike Fleury, Facebook. Next question. Love you, Mike. Love you too, Ed. What is one card for your PC that you currently don't own but is on your list of must-haves before you can call your PC complete? Well, Louis, I think you can lead us off with this.
I can. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have one anymore. I don't know what to do now. I'm lost.
Read what can you write? Verbalize what you wrote.
Oh, I did answer it. It'll never be complete.
Thank you. That's what I wanted.
Have you been drinking or what?
Yeah. That is a statement I'd like to be said first and foremost. I don't think all three of us will ever, or any of our friends, Neil, Dave, Carter, everybody except Sylvain, because he just makes money off us. We'll always all collect.
Well, what's the card you guys covet the most right now, though?
Yeah, my Crosby. I'm getting annoying about it, but 14-15 Crosby seismic gold. Any seismic gold from Crosby, I'm hunting hard for.
I found a PSA 9 on eBay.
Of what year?
14-15.
No, you didn't. Oh yeah. Okay, yes. Okay, stop. Okay, we're done with that. Next question. Kevin B. Smith. What's up, Kev? Hey, Phil. Hey, man. On your latest Friday Nights with Phil, you mentioned you were looking to sell your McDavid. You must have added these questions after. I didn't see these. You mentioned you were looking to sell your McDavid cards so you can invest in Matthew Schaefer cards because you like the Islanders colors. Yes, that's correct. Don't those two teams have the same colors? Cheeky. Not cheeky, but sneaky. Cheers and thanks for everything. Yeah. Yeah,
This is still in a box.
No, okay, no. Let just give me a sec here. Okay, so they are the same colors. No, they are the same colors.
Yeah,
but they're blue and orange. But they're different hues. They're different tones. They're different saturations. Okay, let's take the Edmonton Oilers. They have a darker, more royal navy blue. I don't like that. I like a royal blue, but a brighter royal blue. Let's take the orange. It's kind of looks every time I see an Oilers jersey, it kind of looks like a burnt orange. I like a brighter orange. In my older age, I'm liking more bright earth tones, and I think I just like the saturation and the hue of the Islanders more. It's subtle, but it's different. It's more of like vivacious. The Islanders make me feel more alive. The Oilers make me feel like they peaked in high school with Gretzky. Okay.
Wow.
Next question. Any more? Should I read these ahead maybe? Yeah.
You're fine.
Is there any sandbaggers? Okay. Discord, it's freaking Pauly. Top of the morning to you, Pauly. Let's just say we're in a universe with no hockey card journalists. What would each of you choose as your hobby hidden talent for content creation? Josh, you go first. Oh, no. Yeah, you go first.
I'd be Phil's sidekick on his Disney Princess Collectibles podcast.
Okay. And I would be a Disney Princess Collectibles host. But to seriously answer your question, I've always wanted to be a talk show host, like in between what Tom Green's from Ottawa, right? So when he did local Rogers 22 when I was in high school, and no one knew who Tom Green was unless you were in high school in Ottawa. And I loved the way he did that talk show, Johnny Carson, but very abstract. I would love.
Phil,
I
who
think
had
I'd
the
be
better
good.
career, Snow White or Cinderella, and why?
Ooh, let's bring them both out and we'll find out. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Louis, what would you do?
Probably get into some more AV stuff, audio, video, fun, nerdy stuff.
Like records?
No, like deeper into calibration stuff.
Oh,
Calibrator. You just want the business card.
the calibrator. That's your new nickname.
Next question. Last question, I think. Unless Josh has new surprises. No, okay. PSA 0, Pop 1. Howdy ho. Howdy ho, neighborino.
Howdy ho.
As a collector, would you rather buy an entire insert set together for less money or buy them individually over time for more money? How much is the hunt worth? I'm going back and forth with this. Josh, why don't you go ahead?
I like the hunt, but if it was a good enough deal, like 60% of comps or something, I'd probably buy the whole set, but then I would feel unsatisfied by it. So I would probably take the bait of the good deal and then be like, meh, after.
Louis?
One at a time.
I will end us off with this. I will give you a quick story.
No.
I love finishing sets. I've slowly over the years have been buying base cards of the cup the first year, 0506 or 607. I always screw it up. And I got an opportunity a couple of years ago to buy the full set for a stupid good price. I'd be an idiot not to buy the full set, including the Gretzky. And I got a great price on it. It's never felt good. It's never felt good. I just looked at it the other day. I don't know. I didn't make it. I didn't make the set. I'm thinking the only thing that could save that would be if you guys buy more reloaded boxes and you get us more Discord people, maybe one day I could afford a frame and I could frame all of them. I mean, that's a special set.
Yeah.
100 cards of it's incredible. Doesn't do anything for me though. It's just sitting in a shoebox.
So are you saying you'd be not a good stepdad? You didn't make it?
I'd love to be. I think I would love to have 10 kids, man. I'd be a great stepdad. Any women out there with 5 kids and you want to find a daddy, come over here.
I'm always up for adoption.
Yeah, man. Yeah, if I can put my stank on any part of the future generations, for sure. Yeah.
It's a very uplifting way to put it. Thank you for ending us off that way. Good job, Phil. Personal pickups, Phil.
Well, you're gonna have to wait till next week. Oh. Next podcast, yeah.
Louis?
Nope.
Me?
Unless you want to see a Kirby pocket card, but
nope. Hockey Cards Gongshow. Josh made it very strict. He wouldn't let me show my Expos cards last year.
No, gross.
You'll get over it.
I bought one card, a 2013 Panini Select Sidney Crosby Silver Prism. It's raw. I'm gonna wait for Louis to show it.
Oh, I'm looking at it on my screen. It looks great. Here you go.
Wrong monitor. Wait a minute. You bought it. Where's your? You didn't. You're not. Is it not in hand? You're Lindsay.
No, I have I'm gonna show that later. I have a back book.
Okay. Well, I thought that's like the best card you've ever bought.
Oh, I'll show it. Well, this is one of my favorite cards. One of my favorite sets. This is the third or fourth Crosby I have now. I can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah, it's good, eh? Yeah, see? Little Phil's spreading on you guys. Yeah.
You just want a small and mighty collection. Just,
just like my wiener.
Stop.
My wife says it's beautiful.
Phil.
What?
You want to pet it?
What's that? No. I did have fun, yeah. I did have fun. Yeah.
If you like the episode, please leave a rating review on Apple, Spotify, whatever podcast app you listen to us on. If you love the show, if you love Louis, if you want him to say more than 4 words after he slept, maybe donate. Chat with us on the Hockey Cards Gongshow Discord server. Donate $5 a month. Join our Patreon, our $9.99 support level tier. Link is in the show description, our Instagram, TikTok profile, on our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com, or on Patreon's website, patreon.com, and search for us. We are the Hockey Cards Gong Show. Follow the Gong Show on social media. We are on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube, and boys. The Hockey Cards Gong Show podcast is a production of Dogbox Ventures, LLC. Have an awesome start to your week. We will be back on Thursday. Baba Louie, take us out.
Bye.
It's the Gong Show. We're dropping the facts. Hockey cards on fire. No holding us back. Josh looking sharp, the face of the scene. Feeling pork chop pants, rocking it clean. Baba Louie in the booth, he's the man with the plan. The best producer in all the land. Gong Show Nation, let's hit the flow. It's the Hockey Cards Gong Show. Let's go, let's go. Wanna say them in show. So Wayne Gretzky on steroids?
Yeah.